A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
So, you know, I've been having lots of problems with corns and stuff, and I was like, I really need to go and get these removed, but I didn't have much money. So I ended up signing up for this, like, science experiment. It's going to pay me, like, $200, but it was a fecal transplant. I ended up in someone else's ass. Not just any ass, it was old man ass. I don't know what the hell was wrong with that dude, but it wasn't worth the $200. So maybe next time I'll just, you know, I don't know, sell myself or... Oh, hey! Hey there, shitheads. I didn't see you there. So, thank you for torturing Hannibal and Monty. They've thoroughly enjoyed this particular round of torture that you subjected them to. Now, you know, it's not the same kind of torture as, I don't know, being shoved up some old man's dirty ass, but, you know, I wouldn't know anything about that. Now would I know? Anywho, or ho, enjoy the show.
Previously on Lost.
I'm training. Training for what?
You're gonna take his word for it.
His word is all we have, Jack.
Watch the film.
What?
The bookcase. Top shelf, behind ton of the screw. Projectors in the pantry.
bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Data put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
And the Stan is not a great Eminem song. No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem song. What did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the Beat Animal.
Hannibal and Monty shit show.
Holy shit! My name gets to be in the title this time. Hannibal and Monty Shit Show.
Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this?
Hannibal and Monty shit show.
Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
We're gonna need to watch that again.
You're gonna watch that again.
Aren't you?
No, John, I'm not.
So when he explained it, the way he explained it, I was like, I get it. It makes perfect sense. When the cocoon opens, then kittens come out. So it's not eggs. I was wrong.
What?
Yeah.
What? Monty, what?
Yeah, it's for the cocoon. That's where the kittens come from. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. I was misinformed.
You're still wrong. You're currently still wrong.
I changed my position.
You didn't change your position enough. Cats don't lay eggs. That's not what they do.
They don't. Cats do not lay eggs. They do not lay eggs. I agree with you, 100%.
No, but the other part. God, we're live right now, Monty. I don't even have enough energy.
What? What?
Are we sized right? Are we?
I think
fucking?
so. Are we good? Are we good? Let me see the screen.
I'm trying to make
Let's see
sure
how we look.
my afro, my fro is
Right
doing
there.
this weird, uneven mohawk thing right now, and I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, it is. I see that. Like right at Fantastic Four, right there.
Yeah,
I think we're good. I think we're good.
It's just a little. And we are live. Are we live, Monty?
We are live as fuck.
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I am Monty.
And this is episode 111.
The corduroy episode.
Is it the corduroy? Is that 111 is corduroy?
Yeah, that's what our guest said. But we'll get to introducing the guest soon.
Okay. Well, episode 111 may be an episode about
Adios, Mafia.
Or yes.
God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that shit right now. We're gonna get to it. There's a reason, and I'm not looking at the chat yet, but I saw some Streamlabs came in.
Yeah, I think we got some more Monty Rodica.
That was not Monty Rodica. I saw a Streamlabs or a nickel chat from Mo, and he was asking if I'm wearing Edgar Allan Poe. That is what's on this shirt, and you'll find out why soon. But was there one before that? Have we not heard the sound from Mo's?
I believe Alan Reyes sent us one.
Yeah, he did. Because there's
look at
Mo's
that.
sound.
We got another one that just came in.
That was Mo.
Oh, that was
Mo.
Mo. Okay, all right.
Okay, so I'll go back.
But guys, send in your Monty Rodica. Okay?
Don't.
Monty loves reading those things.
Don't. All right.
Yes.
Before we go any further, I just want to say if you missed the pre-show before this show, you missed one of the best pre-shows. That pre-show was fucking fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And if you want to be part of that, you can join us. You can become a member on YouTube or join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/5H1T for as little as $2 a month. You can also support the show through Nickel Chat, as Alan Reyes did, and I will be tortured by that on this torture episode later. We'll get to that later. And like Mo did, saying some awesome shit, just commenting on this awesome shirt. You can do that. I said how to do that. I lost my place. I'm distracted by what's coming.
By the Monty Rodica.
Yes.
Yeah, so, like you're so turned up, ready to read it.
No, I'm not ready to read it. Also, you can follow us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/5H1T Show. Facebook, Facebook.com/Hannibal and Monty Show. Instagram and Twitter are both 5H1T Show. Snapchat is show_5H1T. TikTok is show_5H1T. Discord link is in the description. And that's all I have for social media shit. Let's talk about the guests we have on.
Yes, who do we have as a guest tonight? This is going to be an interesting episode. So
yes, and we'll save the reason why it's interesting for last. First, we'll introduce Phil from Inexplicable Confetti.
Yes.
You can find him at inexplicableconfetti.com, facebook.com/inexplicableconfetti, IG Inexplicable Confetti. Fuck you with the name of your company. But he makes awesome shit. Phil, introduce yourself to the shitheads. Can you hear? Are you still muted?
You gotta get on mute, man.
There you go.
Unmute. Here he comes. We're going to have him soon.
All right, I think I'm here.
There we go. You're here. We got you.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm Phil. I run and I have a t-shirt company called Inexplicable Confetti. I design my stuff, I print my stuff, and people wear my stuff.
Yes, Monty is wearing your stuff right now.
Yes, he is. So
okay. There you go. And see, that's the reason. See, I knew you had a reason for wearing Edgar Allan Poe. I don't question the things that Monty does. It's like he hang around a lot of white folks. So I figured there was a reason in there. Whether I would understand it or not, I knew he did it for a reason.
Why don't we just show why? Zoe, can you make that the first image you show of this shirt? Like, let's show off his work. Like, let's show the shitheads what he does.
Thank you.
Yeah, like check this out. That's the shirt I'm wearing. I don't feel like standing up. I'm lazy. Just look at the picture.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
Check that shirt out. And
Edgar Allan Poe boy sandwich.
Yeah, like if you're from New Orleans, you get it, and it's fucking amazing.
It's got a Raven Poe boy.
Yes, it's all there. This is my favorite.
Look, some deep
fried
raven.
Because we've been raving about our po' boys.
Yeah, look, some deep fried raven with a side of crinkle fries. Oh, that's the shit. That's
right. All dressed up.
Yeah.
I'm going to Danny and Clyde's right after this.
Famous for the po' boys. It tastes so good. There you go. And let's show some more. We got more images. Like, let's just show off a bunch of his work. Like, check it out. Tell the shitheads about it. Phil, what do we got here?
Yeah, it's my Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood shirt. I got all the New Orleans neighborhoods squeezed in the little streetcar there. You can find them all, find your neighborhood in there. Unless you're one of those people who live on the edge of a neighborhood, you have made up your own weird neighborhood name. It's not in there.
Do you get people doing that to you? Like, where's Booba Clop? Like the space between.
They make up their combined neighborhoods, or else I don't see Metairie on there. I'm like, well, that's not a New Orleans neighborhood.
Yeah, it's Metairie. Like, move the fuck out of Metairie.
Right.
Look, I'll say that on this show. Move the fuck out of Metairie. If you're proud of Metairie, you're wrong.
Shots fired at Metairie.
You're wrong.
Kenner, bro.
Yeah,
we've already shit on Chalmette. We gonna shit on Metairie too?
Yeah. I'll shit on Metairie and Kenner right now. Move the fuck out of Kenner and Metairie. Stop being so proud of it. Stop.
Yeah, I've always hated how they would be like, I just got tired of living in the city, so we had to move out to Metairie. It's like 10 feet away. What you talking about? Xavier University is right there.
It's a whole other
world. See that motherfucker.
They'll tell you it's old Metairie, so
What?
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm just a kidder. Look, I got somebody from Lincoln Manor here watching Sci-Hi the Beast challenging me because I said that shit. That's what I said. That's what the fuck I said.
New Orleans humor.
Yeah. All right. Let's not fight. Let's not fight. Show the next one, Zoe. What else do we have? That better not have been Alan Reyes. All right. Metairie is like Slidell, only not as clean. I'll give you that.
Ooh.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Damn. All right.
Damn. The hate is real. I like it.
Everyone felt that one.
Yes. That stung a little bit, but yeah. It's got the ring of truth. But let's redirect. Like, check this shit out. Like, I like this one.
Yeah, it's about me right now, guys. It's about me.
Yes. This Abbey Road Mardi Gras Indians.
Abbey Road.
Yeah. I fucking love. I need this shirt from you. Actually, I need to get this one. So, but yeah.
Well, you know where to call anytime, man.
Oh hell yeah. So I think I have 2 of your shirts. I need more. But all right, let's show some more. What else do we have?
One of my newer ones, Meet Me in St. Louis Cemetery.
Yes, I haven't
It's
seen
the
this
old
one
movie.
before. Awesome.
Yeah, that's after you stopped doing the market with me.
Yes, I did stop doing the market. They pissed me off. That's a story I might get into on a What's Eating Monty one day on the show. Like, very.
Monty just will tell me ahead of time that he's gonna commandeer my segment.
Very few things piss me off. When something does, I fucking go off. That market pissed me off.
No, I still remember the day you called me about that shit. I was like, that was probably the most mad I had heard. Like, at that point of our friendship, that was the most mad I had ever heard you be. You know, and like when they decided that they were going to have a female doctor on Doctor Who.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about
mad once you found out it was a white woman. Then it was okay. Anyway, but it's not about you, Monty. It's about Phil and Inexplicable confetti.
Yeah. Let's show more of his work. Yeah. Wait, no, tell us about this. Don't move on. I'm moving us faster.
I told you, man. Meet me, St. Louis Cemetery, and then meet me in St. Louis. Have you reviewed that on your show yet?
Not yet. We'll pull you on when we do, though.
I've never seen it, and now I need that in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I need that in my life as much as I needed 3 Dev Adam, and I didn't know how much I needed that in my life until I suffered through it through the 2 days.
Yeah. Now
when you do your old Judy Garland musicals, you can have that up there. I'm sure that's coming up soon.
Look, you never know with a shit show. We can do anything. So we were talking about something that I said I would never do on a shit show that might end up being a shit show. Spoiler, shitheads. We won't.
Oh man. Fight Club episode, maybe. All right, let's go.
No. What's next? Show us the next one. What else do we have? This one I fucking love.
Yeah. That was my Mardi Gras shirt. I got the baby, the king cake baby.
Yes.
I think that one speaks for itself.
Yes, that is awesome. That is, and look, his was great. I've never seen The Mandalorian, but I know what it is. This is an amazing fucking shirt.
Yeah.
God damn, I need that shirt in my life.
How did you avoid getting sued by Disney, Phil? Like, what'd you do? Like, do they not give a shit about New Orleans? Yeah.
I'm just not famous enough, man.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever gotten turned down for is the Neil Armstrong people made me take down my Neil Armstrong shirt.
Really?
All
Wow.
right. I can take from Disney, but I can't take from Neil Armstrong.
Okay.
That's so weird. Neil Armstrong people just scouring the internet for unlicensed images and shit.
Yeah. Well, look, Hannibal, I'll make sure I get you that shirt for your birthday next year.
Oh, this year?
This year, yeah. I will present this shirt to you on the show for your birthday. So you got a sale coming, Phil.
Cool. All right, only 9 months away. I get a shirt.
But just know I'm buying it with our money.
Okay.
Donate more, people. Buy shirts.
Yes. So, all right. Let's see. What do we have next? Look, there's Phil chilling at his booth.
There's lovely me in one of my booths wearing my juke joint T-shirt.
Yeah, and look,
got a little old juke joint.
And I said this when we were in the private call, like, shitheads watching. I used to work a lot of the local art markets, and this, or not the market he's in now, but one of the markets, whenever I was there and I saw this across from me, I was like, oh, we're about to make some fucking money tonight. This is the night. This is the money night. I'd walk up, I'd be like, what's up, Phil? Let's get it. This is how I knew I was getting that money. Something about that combination brought
man,
it.
we did it.
Yeah. Yeah, this brought it.
Took them down, man.
Yes.
They took their money.
Yeah. And I was like, and I watched, I was like, did you get a sale? Was it good? Oh, I'm killing it tonight. All right. So there we go. There we go. This is, I see dollar signs every time I see this picture. So you know, hit us with some Streamlabs super chats, like make it a reality. Like, I'm looking at this, prove it, and not you, Alan Reyes, not you.
Alan Reyes has actually is blessed us already.
I know he did
with some new money. And look, everybody, go ahead and send us some money, like, you know, through Nickel Chat, Streamlabs, and send us your Monty Rodica, and Monty will read it here on the show tonight. Like, it's become his favorite part of.
Yeah, I can't say I won't, because, you know, every time a show ends, I'm like, I got to sit down and talk to Hannibal about this.
Yeah,
and I don't.
How much you love Monty
and
Rodica.
I don't until like, the next show starts.
First off, look, Monty, you have a gift, okay? You have a gift. All right?
Nah. All right. You know what? Let's introduce the next guest. Let's bring us back to the main screen so we can, and I think he's under Hannibal.
Yes.
The next guest, who is sitting right down there.
Yes.
This man is, like, I don't want to say royalty, but he's an OG when it comes to the shit show.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on the shit show for the very first time. There's no evidence that it ever happened before. This is my first time.
Yeah, this is his third. This is his third first time on Hannibal and Monty shit
If there's
show.
no record, it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist.
John Vise has been on multiple episodes of Hannibal and Monty shit show, and every show he's been on has gotten banned from YouTube.
Banned.
And I already know what's going to do it this time. It's going to be the King Cake Baby shirt.
No.
Disney's going to take this one because of that shirt. It's not going to be my fault. It's just going to happen on my show.
That would be hilarious if the King Cake Mandalorian shirt is the reason that the John Vise episode got banned.
That would mean that you passed your curse on to Phil.
Oh wow, that's right, because Phil got the baby. Oh,
yes.
There we go.
Yes, see,
amazing.
But yes, this is honestly the times we've interacted with him are some of my favorites from the shit show. Y'all just haven't seen the shit. So, John, welcome to the fucking show again for the first time.
Yes.
Good to be here. So
yes.
I'm John Vise. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook under Bronze Beasties, and that's all I do. Is I make little beasties out of bronze. I make little monsters and critters of my own creation out of bronze.
Yes.
I went to school years ago for computer animation because I wanted to make monsters for movies, and decided that industry was fucking mess, and ended up just making them for myself.
Hell yeah, and there's some awesome things. And one thing we've never done when we've had you on is show off your work. I think, is this the picture he sent to the group chat? I only got, this is the one picture you sent, but you did something else. I want to show this picture. Pull that picture up. This is what he does. This shit is awesome. Like, John does great work. Like, look at that. Look at those things.
Just a range of little beasties, little minigun beastie and drinking beastie and whatever I decide to make.
Yeah, imagine that sitting on your desk. Hit John up, get some.
I've been wanting to get a piece from you for a while, so I think after tonight's episode, I'm gonna peruse your merch store and then buy a couple things.
Yeah, and it's always best to contact me direct because I suck at Etsy. It's best to go through my Instagram and hit me up that way.
Oh no, that's what when I know people, I'm always gonna just call you direct and be like, hey man, I need this piece. How much is that gonna cost me?
Yeah. Look, John, we might have to hit you up for a custom thing, like no rules, Hannibal and Monty, whatever you feel.
Sure.
Like
whatever crazy shit
I can
you
do a
want to
good
do to
mask
Monty.
beastie and headphone beastie.
Yeah,
There you go.
So there you go, Hannibal and Monty. Like, go wild, have fun.
Yeah, go crazy with whatever you do to Monty. Just go. The limit is your imagination. All right.
So I don't think I can do a pumpkin spice latte, but I could have him put a pumpkin.
There you go.
I forgot that John actually watches our show, so he gets to throw the fucking shit at me.
Or like you know, like a picture of Monty, like a statue of Monty looking at a picture of Emily Blunt's face, and just do with that information whatever you want to do.
Is he looking up here or is he looking down here?
I mean, look, whatever comes to mind. So
all over. Got it. I'm all over that. He's all over that.
There you go. All right.
You know what? Let's show the other stuff. He posted this on Facebook, and I was like, can we show this on the show? This motherfucker made a Beasties chess set. Like, John, talk about this shit while Zoe scrolls through pictures of it, because this shit looks awesome.
This one was my quarantine project. I took about a month and a half to make this one, and it was sparked from desire and annoyance. As all the good art is. It was sparked from frustration. Every artist out there, whether it's music, t-shirts, painting, movies, has fans who go, you know what you should do? And the one thing I get the most is, you know what you should make? A chessboard. And the first time I heard this, I went, that's a great idea. I can do a city side and a forest side and have two spirits coming together. It can be town versus nature. It's great. It's going to cost you about $3,500 because it's going to be about a month of my time. Nobody has ever taken me up on it.
Yes. Yeah. Look, that shit is epic. That shit is incredible.
Yeah.
So I did a little Indiegogo to raise money for just the material costs, and this is what I've been spending my quarantine on, is making this damn board.
Yeah,
the board itself is cement poured by my friend Stanley, who I think is just under Stanley Creations on Facebook.
Oh,
you got paint artist friends.
Yeah, we need to get Stanley on the show. Look, Stanley might be the other cop that you'll get along with, Hannibal. So
maybe, or at least you'll get this along with him interestingly.
Yes. Look, I like Stanley. Stanley's cool. I
love Stanley. He's a great guy.
Stanley's who I'm calling if I get in trouble.
Also, Monty, I just want you to know some more Monty erotica just came in.
Fuck. From who?
Yeah. From Lord Jamarcus, who I owe plunger points to because I was in DP's chat last night for a little bit, watching that show, and Lord Jamarcus, shouted me out and a couple other people, and I was like, you know what, Lord Jamarcus, when we get back on Hannibal Monty Shit Show, you will have plunger points. So to our lovely producer Zoe, please go ahead and give Lord Jamarcus plunger points. Also, give him double plunger points because he shouted us out last night on DP, and he sent in some Monty erotica. Guys, don't feel bashful. Send in the Monty erotica. Do you want to let them all collect up and read them all at once? Or you want to read them in between segments? I feel like you should read them in between segments.
We're going to read them in between segments.
Well, read them in between segments. That way it's the Pumpkin Spice channel.
I like it.
I hate both of y'all. Phil, you're on my side, right? You don't know what's going on.
I'm your only friend here.
Yeah. Like the guy above me. This is who's got my back here.
Yeah. So these are the sides now, huh? Yeah. I'm on Hannibal's side for once. Okay, fine.
Split it up.
Look. At Penultimate, you definitely get points for your art. Okay, that shit is fantastic. Matter of fact, later today, or maybe first thing tomorrow, I'm gonna take all of the art that you guys have done of me and Monty, and I'm putting that all on our Instagram page and on my Instagram page on the Shit Show Instagram page, because you guys do great. Some of you guys do great work. Okay, let's say that. I gotta give them room to improve. Okay, but like some of you guys are doing, and girls are doing great work.
Yeah, we don't know who, but there's some awesome shit out there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna specifically say who did a bad job, but
nobody did a bad job.
No, somebody definitely did a bad job. That was the conversation we had on the phone. You don't remember that shit?
I remember.
When you try to convince me about cats laying eggs, nigga. You don't remember that shit? We was talking about the bad art we got. Monty, remember you were criticizing their art?
Yeah,
you
but
like, look at this shade, and this is terrible.
Yeah, but I changed my position. Like, cats don't lay eggs. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
Okay. We gotta come from cocoon. Haven't you heard of caterpillars?
Yes, exactly. Caterpillars. See? But no, that's a different topic. We mentioned plunger points. John knows what plunger points are. Phil doesn't know what plunger points are. So let's explain plunger points. Hannibal, do you wanna tell? Like, let's tell Phil. Phil, you're our everyman right now. You're right here. You don't know who plunger points are, what plunger points are, and you're just stepping in. Hannibal, tell me what they are.
That one came from Alan Reyes.
Oh,
Monty.
Fuck y'all. We'll get to it.
And it wasn't even Monty Rodica. See, you just cursed that man out for nothing. There you go. Anyway, plunger points are a fictitious currency that Monty and I have created for Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. How do you get plunger points? You get plunger points. Well, first off, if you haven't subscribed to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, go ahead and subscribe. That'll get you an automatic 100 plunger points. You also get plunger points for being clever and saying cool shit in the chat, sending us money like Alan Reyes and Lord Jamarcus have been sending us throughout the show. You get plunger points for sharing the stream live on your social media page. So you get 25 points for each social media page you shared on. You get plunger points for joining our Discord. You get plunger points for joining our Patreon. You get plunger points for commenting on episodes after the episodes are posted live. You get plunger points for all kinds of stuff. And tonight, we are giving, and to the shithead with the most plunger points at the end of the month gets a special gift, and then the shithead with the most plunger points at the end of the year becomes shithead of the year, and you get a ton of awesome merch from Hannibal and Monty.
Yes, an American Nightmare. I got your hookup coming. Don't worry.
Yes, like American Nightmare, very controversially became shithead of the year.
Yeah, we won't go there. We said we wouldn't talk about it anymore. But
you said that you wouldn't talk about it anymore. I'm not. I mean, look, it happened. I'm over it. It's done. You know, I'm not talking about Russian collusion, but that's what I heard happen.
I'm not even gonna say that. But speaking of plunger points, I wanna, before we get into the meat of this show, I wanna get into, and what shithead of the month this month is gonna get is I'm putting that the Superman art, the video you saw at the beginning, I'm putting that art on a mug this month. So somebody's getting a mug. And I'll tell you who by going backwards. Number 5 with 132 plunger points this month, it's Hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is someone that hasn't been on the list before, but climbed up. OG Ben Grimm.
Hey, Grimm is on the list.
Yes.
And look, we're almost at our stream goal challenge. We meet our stream goal challenge. I'm doing a project for Grimm.
Yeah.
You know?
So
it'll be the first Hannibal Monty Shit Show album collab with a fellow shithead.
Yeah.
So look, we're almost there.
Like, get us to the stream goal. That only happens through Streamlabs, not Nickel Chats. Nickel Chats do not increase the stream goal. So keep that in mind. Also, number 3, right after the guy who's first time on the list, the guy who hates being on fucking lists, is at number 3 on the list, Antonovich, with 150 plunger points.
That's just because Antonovich has warrants out. That's why he doesn't want to be on any list. So I understand.
Don't talk about him. Why are you talking about him?
I didn't say he had a murder charge, okay? I didn't even bring that up, Monty. Jesus.
Anyway, next, number 2 with 192 plunger points is Penultima.
Pen.
Yes. And number 1, Hannibal. You want to guess number 1?
Okay. It's very. Oh, I know who it is. It's gotta be Fabarino.
Yes. 1,040 plunger points.
Yes,
so,
Fabarino has had an excellent month. He ran up those plunger points on everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, drop one of Clues bombs for Fabarino.
Yeah. We don't have a Clues bomb, but there we go. And those are your plunger points. And I will get you. And I would do a raffle for another mug, but Streambot is being a bitch. So I'm gonna test it with raffles that involve my art later throughout random shows until I figure out that it works. but for right now, I'm not going to fuck with it. So,
real quick, shitheads, if you meet the goal, since you're already almost there, or at least you're over halfway there for this episode, I'll throw in a little beastie to go with that mug for the shithead of the month.
Oh, shit! Okay.
You hit this goal today,
Vaporino.
you get it.
Shit!
And the reason I'm doing that is because I love these two, and because my birthday's in 3 days. This is my month, so I'm giving a gift.
Awesome. Look at
hell
John
yeah.
Vise. You know what?
But you gotta make that money first. So donate and make him read bad porn.
Yes.
I win either way.
Look, $150. We meet the stream goal, and Monty has to read all. I mean, he's already gonna read all the Monty Rodica. So when you guys send it in, send it in the form of Monty Rodica. Make Monty put that work in. Okay.
Speaking of that, let's get that over with before I ask you the questions I had.
Okay.
So, do whatever. Do it. Put me wherever I have to.
To our lovely producer Zoe, can you go ahead and play the music, set the music and set the mood, so Monty can go ahead and so we can go ahead and do the newest edition of Monty Rodica. Yes.
Are we there? Is that all right? This is what we're doing. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Wait, hold on, let me set it up. Ladies and gentlemen, the latest edition of Monty Rodica.
Okay. What? Wait, what? Okay.
Deeper.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Shaniqua Lust stuck a bottle cap inside Oxhorn. So as she pushed him, his cheeks would clench on it and bleed. She mocked him. What? Is it your period? Alan Reyes, come on, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. There's another one that we got from Lord Jamarcus.
Oh, that's the Streamlabs. Hang on, let me pull that one up.
I
hate y'all. I really hate y'all.
You love this, Monty. Like why? Like when I'm talking to Monty on the phone, he tells me how much he loves Monty Rodica.
I'm pulling it up. It's coming up. Lord Jamarcus. There we go. Why is my name in this? This isn't Monty Rodica. I thought this was Shaniqua Lust and whatever that other name was.
Oxhorn. His name is Oxhorn. Don't disrespect their love.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna read this. Fuck you, Lord Jamarcus. I just saw my name at the beginning. Let's see where this goes. Monty lay there, totally absorbed into the dope MFM beat blasting across the room. Oh wow. I'm so glad I decided to listen to Hannibal. Fuck you. I never imagined it'd be so sensual to listen to better music. I am Team Hannibal for sure, Monty exclaimed.
Yes! Yes! Listen. I need a cigarette right now, okay? That shit is look, my whole top of my shirt is drenched right now. That is so good, Monty. Damn. Look, Alan Reyes, Lord Jamarcus might have just gave you a run for your money with the Monty Rodica, all right? Because
and that was Mo saying the last one sounded like what Michael B. Jordan's mustache goes through every Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
White women.
Fuck all of y'all. All right. Now, let's just get into this show. I got a question look, I'm going to add to this for next week when we have two other guests. Birdman saying all three of y'all. I got a question for all three of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
Phil from Inexplicable Confetti, would you like to talk some shit with Hannibal and Monty?
Let's talk some shit.
John Vise from Braun Beasties, would you like to talk some shit?
Oh, we already started.
Okay.
Oh yes, and your beard is looking glorious, my friend. I love it. I'm slightly jealous. I just want you to know that. And
I'm forever going to picture Monty calling out Hannibal's name during sets. Forever now.
Yeah, somebody clip that out and send me that. You get 100 plunger points if you send me that last Monty erotica. Just send it to me on whatever social media platform. Just clip it out. You get 100 points. And look, right now, let's give John Vise 250 plunger points to give out. Go ahead and give Phil for Inexplicable Confetti 250 plunger points to give out. So you guys can suck up to those guys to get those 250 plunger points from each of them. And every person that follows their Instagram pages right now, and I'm posting it in the chat right now, if you follow Phil or follow John on IG, if you're on Instagram, you get an instant 25 plunger points just for following them tonight.
Yep.
Great.
So there you
I
go.
say do it.
Yeah,
you should
do it.
Should definitely do that.
Yeah,
that
we got you covered. And
look, we got 49 people watching, but we only got 29 likes. Let's go ahead and make the amount of people watching this show match the amount of people that like the show.
Yeah.
So go ahead and consensually massage that like button, okay? Look, she's been quarantined this whole time. She's feeling frisky as hell. She wants to get choked a little bit, right? And she wants you to go ahead and just go ahead and give that like button some love right now.
Yeah, like just get in there.
You don't have to really like it. You can just push the button.
Yeah. I mean, you could just go like that and just push it. But
you can fake it.
Yeah.
We're used to it.
I mean, you could make Ryan that shit if you want to. I guess. You know.
But look, you're quarantined too, so go in and what like button has given you consent to love it like that?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But this like button is nasty, okay?
Yeah.
This like button will make you tap out. All right. At least that's what this like button is always saying. So we gonna see.
I actually know where she's been. It's sad.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking the Pepsi challenge. All right. Like, what's up, like button? Okay. You keep talking all that shit.
Yeah. What you got? So there you go.
Talking all that shit. There you go. Monty, are you ready to talk some shit?
I am ready to talk some shit. How about you?
Yeah, I'm always ready to talk some shit.
Well, let's get into it. Look, I mixed the shit up again. Me and Zoe sat down, talked while producing the show, and we mixed the segments up again. So, you know what's first? I want you, Hannibal the Beat Animal, Phil from Inexplicable Confetti, and John Vise to check some shit out from one of the movies that we watched. Since 3 Dev Adam is the newest of them all, I compiled some of the craziest shit that I saw in it, which is not all the crazy shit in the movie. This is going to lead right into us talking about this movie. So, check this shit out from 3 Dev Adam.
Okay.
Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show presents.
Check that shit out.
What is that? I didn't know they made them like that.
I don't even understand what I'm seeing.
Remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here, this shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
Check this shit out. Why?
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
Haftadır aç. Şimdi onlara ziyafet çekeceğim.
Rats. Love the
Bana
rats.
ihanetin sonunu görün de ibret alın.
That laugh. Why did they do that?
I forgot about that shit.
There you go. There you go. That is the weirdest shit from 3 Dev Adam. And
yes. 3 Dev Adam is it features Spider-Man as a bad guy, fucking Captain America, Turkish Captain America, motherfucker. There's buku murders and sex scenes in this shit.
Guy.
Yeah.
And yet neither one are satisfying, the murders or the sex scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually I like a movie from the 70s that starts with motorboating a girl, but not this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. It buried a hole in the beach and then threw a chick in the beach saying so that they could kill her with a motorboat. It's so weird. Everything
Drag the
about
motorboat up to get her with the propeller.
Yeah.
And you don't actually see anything, just blood spatter. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Look, listen. 3 Dev Adam is on YouTube right now. Anybody can go watch this movie for free.
Don't go watch this movie.
After the show,
yes.
I employ everybody to go watch 3 Dev Adam, a.k.a. 3 Giant Men, a.k.a. Turkish Spider-Man.
Yeah. And look, let's just roll right into the shit and start talking about this. And we'll go around, and I was trying to figure out the order. And we got a new subscriber. Thanks for that. Who was that? I don't know who that was.
Sean? Yo, is 808 Sean? Yo, that dude is fucking incredible. He's a graphic designer. He's a videographer. He's incredible. If I'm thinking right, like, let me know in the chat, Sean, if that's you. That dude is fucking incredible. We might need to see about getting him on the show ASAP. Like, right?
Okay.
That dude is incredible. Drop one of Clues Browns for 808 Sean. We're gonna talk about that in a sec. That dude is incredible.
All right. Well, look. I'll take it first on this. I'll go me, Phil,
Alan
John.
Reyes with some more Monty Rodica. Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, keep sending in that Monty Rodica, guys, because Monty loves that shit. He says it keeps him creative in the boudoir.
What?
Yeah. Which is weird because I never heard you use that term before, but then you used it. The other night talking about Monty Rodica and stuff.
Or I've never used that term before ever in my life.
So Monty Erotica is increasing your vocabulary.
Nice. I didn't even know it could do that.
You know what?
It's improving it.
No, it's not. It's not a good thing. Look, we're gonna go. This is the order we'll go. We'll go.
That shit is better than word of the day. Just want you to know. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe you read boudoir in your Monty Rodica, and then you just accidentally said it in conversation. Anyway, you were saying something.
I didn't. You know, Spider-Man likes to stab people in 3 Dev Adam. So let's talk about that. And we'll go in this order. Like, if you haven't seen 3 Dev Adam, listen to this section of the show and we'll tell you about it. And this is the order we'll go in and how it works. Like, I'll start, then we'll pass it to Phil, then John, then Hannibal. Then the next movie, Phil will take it first, John, Hannibal, then me. Wait, I got it wrong. Hannibal goes first this time. There we go. Now I got it right. Hannibal goes first this time. Then it goes around in that order. Then me, and so on, and so on. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to answer a few questions. Like, what did you like about this movie? What did you hate about this movie? And who, if anyone, should watch this movie?
Okay.
And we'll talk about it. So, Hannibal, take it away.
Do I answering those questions first now?
Yes, take it.
Okay. What did I like about this movie? This movie is ironically hilarious. It's not purposefully hilarious. It didn't mean to be funny, but the movie is fucking hilarious. What did I hate about this movie? The movie is what I hated about this movie. Yes, I hated its existence. I hate that the world exists and this is a part of it.
Okay.
So yeah. And who would I recommend this to? Look, this movie is for people like, if you get high as fuck and you watch this movie and you if you a comic book nerd and you get high as shit and you watch this movie, it's gonna be fucking incredible. But that's the only person I can suggest this to.
Yeah. And what did you grade it? That's the other thing. Like
Oh yeah. So look, on our coveted list, the ultimate comic book movie list, right? Where Monty and I have rated at this point, I believe it's like 115 movies. So from last January to now, from last January to this May, Monty and I have watched and reviewed 115 comic book movies.
Too many.
For the ultimate comic book movie list. And I'll go ahead and give 20 plunger points to anybody who can guess what the number one movie is on our list, and the movie that's all the way at the top and the movie that's all the way at the bottom, and you only get one guess, and you get 20 points for each if you get it right.
All right.
So you can get 40 plunger points now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we decided when we first put the ultimate comic book movie list together that you could only get give out a certain amount of A pluses and a certain amount of F minuses. Well, luckily I got enough F minuses to go around, because this movie is getting the coveted F minus. This movie is fucking terrible. El terrible. Okay, this shit is awful, and it's I guess it's only ironically funny. It's only ironically funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's on to me with it. What did I like about this movie? Spider-Man's laugh. Every time I hear it, I laugh my ass off. It's fucking hilarious. It's great. It's great. What did I hate about this movie? I'm kind of in agreement with Hannibal, but let me back it up, because I have to combine. I both love and hate this movie. This movie is terrible. I honestly love this movie, but not for the reasons that it was made to be loved.
This is how you remind me.
That was Penn. We'll check that in a second.
Fucking Penn Ultimate is hilarious. He said the people who need to watch this are archaeologists 1,000 years from now, and they base their view on us solely from it.
Oh my God, yes, I would love that. That would be hilarious. I find this movie,
base our civilization on that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I find this movie to be one of the funniest things I've watched in recent times. This movie had me laughing my ass off from start to finish, but it's not meant to be funny. This movie is hilarious. Who is this movie for? People that dress up and go see Rocky Horror Picture Show. Some of my closest friends. I've never dressed up, but I've gone to watch. I've gone to watch like a nigga, like where I'm like, all right, this is cool. I see y'all. I'm not doing it next week. All right. But yeah, because we're ironically watching, we're dressing, we're playing the part. That's who this movie's for. If you like a good B movie to laugh at, please watch this. If you are going, I just want to sit down and watch a good movie, don't watch this. I'm in total agreement with Hannibal. Actually, no. I'm step back one from Hannibal. This movie is just an F.
Okay.
Just an
now,
F.
what stops you from giving it the F, the minus, versus it just being an F?
It doesn't get the minus because, as a movie, when comparing it to every movie ever made, it has an appeal to a certain audience. It's so bad that it's the flip the game thing on when we're talking Atari terms. Mm-hmm. This movie flips the game. It's so bad. It's something you can't do intentionally. You luck into it. I think this movie flips the game. It goes bad, and it flips. And for a certain audience, this is enjoyable. I think it gets points for that. So it takes a minus away from the F. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to give it an F, not a minus. Because, also, when I think about it, it's better than Catwoman.
No, it's not. You are wrong, sir.
Oh, we're coming to you. Oh, I'm so glad John's last. He's got the yes. We'll pass it on to Phil. John, let the hate build. Come on. Here we go. Phil, there you go. What did you like? What did you hate? Who's it for? What grade did you give it?
Who is it for? I don't know who is it for. So
if you don't know who's it, skip any questions you don't want to answer. Answer the ones you want.
So when Monty asked me to do this, I told him, Monty, I don't watch comic book movies. I haven't watched any Marvel movies.
Yes.
I haven't watched the Superman movie since the 80s. I watched the first Batman with Jack Nicholson. So watching all these movies, I was really nervous, and I was like, maybe I should take notes, and I should like follow along, and because I don't know any backstories. I watched this last night. It was the last one I watched. I still don't know what happened. There was a part where there were 3 Spider-Mans. There was Captain America running around Turkey.
Yeah. He kept finding the Mario 1-ups, so he just kept getting extra lives.
There was a Mexican wrestler running around.
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on. This was terrible.
Yes.
I've seen like old 1970, late 60s movies. At least they have naked dance scenes and stuff. None of that.
Yeah.
It was just absolute crap. I don't know I still don't know who the good guys are.
Yeah.
There were a lot of fight scenes that were interesting.
Question mark. Interesting.
Yes.
I was like, is this going to be like a kung fu movie or something? But really, I have no idea what the hell went on. Don't watch it. I'll go F-. I think I don't have much to compare it to.
Okay.
It's worse than Superman 4, but
okay. No, that's fair. Nobody's mad at you. All right. That's good. Look, I'm not mad. Look, I settled on my grade, and I'm just a half step above both of you. I'm expecting challenge on it, and I'm fine with it.
No. You made your point, and it's actually a good point because the movie's so bad that you can kind of find an appeal in it. Whereas Catwoman is just bad. It's just a bad movie.
Yeah.
Like if you had to drink,
you can't ironically enjoy that movie.
Like if you had to drink a shot of whiskey every time, or like a shot of Everclear every time Halle Berry made a cat joke or a cat pun, you would die by the end of that movie. Your kidneys would stop working by the end of or liver, whichever one processes alcohol, you would fucking die. Is the point? Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Don't please don't. Just drink whiskey regular. Don't
see, and this is how Hannibal, because as black men we don't express love like that. This is how Hannibal says, "I love you, Monty." Yeah, he's like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
live, my nigga, live.
We get pulled over by the police, and he be like, "Man, these motherfuckers, I don't know who they fucking with. They about to say, don't do that. That's me telling him
Yeah. So there you go. I appreciate that, Hannibal.
Right
back
John,
at you. Right back
John
at you.
Vise, what did you think of 3 Dev Adam?
So, piece of shit. Period. The reason Catwoman is a better movie, since Monty brought it up,
I did bring it up,
is because Catwoman actually has a story structure and introduces you to characters and lets you know who these people is. And 3 Dev Adam does none of that. This is barely a narrative.
It doesn't.
This has made the world a worse place by existing.
Damn. Okay.
And I say that by researching it, because I had to look this one up. It made enough money that it inspired copycats throughout the Turkish film industry for years.
Really?
It was a successful movie in that market. So not only does this evil exist, but permutations and copycats of this piece of shit exist. This is a bad thing. This is wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what did I like? Spider-Man's eyebrows and...
Yo, Spider-Man's eyelashes, y'all, stick way out of his costume. Like, they're like it looks amazing. This nigga's using his Fenty Beauty supply. He's using that Kendall Jenner makeup. All right. The shit's incredible. His eyelashes is... And
I liked the killing the guy with rats. And
wait, let me pause you for a second. Shitheads, while John's going on, please, if you've seen this, throw your grades into the chat so that we can read them after John.
Yeah.
But continue, John.
So I liked the killing the guy with rats, and they were obviously guinea pigs. Because instead of using plastic rats, they decided they wanted live animals.
I fucking forgot about that.
Yes.
He killed somebody with gerbil
and puts them down a tube to eat a guy's face off. And that was the most exciting scene in the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah. Spider-Man's laugh, though. But continue, I'm sorry.
Who's this movie for? This movie is not to be watched alone because that was torture. This movie needs the MST3K treatment. This movie needs
Hannibal said that
you
earlier.
and two little robot friends making jokes along the way with it, with enough alcohol to make your jokes funny.
Yes.
I would love to see an MST3K episode with this because it doesn't matter if it's disjointed. You can break off to the satellite of love and do little skits. The narrative itself doesn't hold up that well. It's not a story. It's hardly a story. Certainly not a good one. No. And that pisses me off on every level.
All right.
F minus.
Yes.
Okay.
Give 2 minuses, I would.
All right. 3 F's and an F minus. 3 F minuses and an F. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so that'll make it the second lowest movie on our list, maybe.
It didn't get lowest. I wanted to get lowest. Monty, change your grade.
Yeah. I absolutely cannot have this movie lower than Catwoman.
Catwoman is more watchable. Catwoman is more enjoyable.
Yeah, you see, you weren't supposed to tell everybody what the lowest movie was on our list, Monty.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
First tonight, Catwoman in chat gets 20 points.
Yeah. Look, live action says F minus for the 5 seconds that I saw. Penultima says it's an F in the best way. Oh, and he also said 3 Dev Adam also has a train scene like in Spider-Man 1, but in this one he gets run over by Captain America. Right.
That's true. That's true.
That's a thing that happens. They kill one of the main Spider-Man. That's the bad guy. Spider-Man, there's a scene in this movie, y'all. There's a scene in this movie. It's like 6 minutes into the movie where Spider-Man emerges from trash, okay?
Adios, Mafia!
From a pile of rubble, and then starts stabbing a nigga in the rib cage. Like, he emerges from garbage and then starts murdering, like stabbing a nigga. It is the wildest, craziest shit I've ever seen.
And he's got like 2 female henchmen who are never introduced and barely named. You don't know who any of these characters are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a language barrier thing. It's just a shitty movie.
Yeah. There's a couple strip club scenes. There's a couple sex scenes.
They show nothing exciting. They're the worst sex scenes from the 70s.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Murders a couple people. Captain America. I like I like when Captain America is first introduced, and the first thing they say is, "Wow, man, your Turkish is really good." The nigga's Turkish. That's why it's Turkish.
Yes.
The motherfucker was born in Istanbul. Of course, the Turkish is great. What the fuck you talking about? Motherfucker, me and Captain America is the same skin tone. What the fuck y'all talking about? Okay?
But that was almost the only line I liked because they were trying to explain why Captain America spoke Turkish. They tried to actually do a slight bit of world building there, and that was the closest it came to being good.
Yeah.
As stupid as it was. This movie was the one that filled me with the most hate. We started out good.
Damn.
I'm going to be much more mellow for the rest of the show.
All right.
This movie, hate.
And the way I structure these episodes when I'm putting it together is I go in order of release. This was the earliest release date. So yeah. All right. There we go. We got all that out with that. And all right, we're racing the clock here on this. All right. So let's just, you know what? We're just going to move right on to the next movie.
Wait a minute. Before we move on to the next movie, Monty. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You have some Monty erotica to read.
What was it? Streamlabs, Nickel Chats.
This is from Alan Reyes.
So is a nickel chat.
Yes.
Alan Reyes, at this point, I think he's just torturing me.
No, he's not. No, first off, the fact that you added the word boudoir to your your lexicon, to your vocabulary, is incredible, Monty.
Did I?
Zoe, can go ahead and play the Monty Rodica music. Can we go full screen with Monty as well? We need to give people full screen Monty as well.
Is that what we're doing? Okay.
That's what we're doing. Monty.
Yeah, the full. Oh yes.
Look, see, Hannibal's there too.
Yes. Give John Vise his plunger point.
No, stop. I'm watching her set this shit up while it tries to load.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, is it? And now, for the latest edition of Monty Rodica, ladies and gentlemen, the Stick Man, Monty.
It's still loading. I'm waiting. No, the Monty Rodica that Alan Reyes sent. I refreshed and it's still happening. I use all of our bandwidth to push the show out to y'all. So
I got you. I'm gonna send it to you on Skype. Don't even worry about it. I got you, brother.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, don't fuck me. Fuck Shaniqua Lust, okay?
I don't even know what the fuck Shaniqua Lust is, and I'm full screen with this shit. Hang on.
You never will with that attitude. Now, go ahead, Monty. Let's read the shit.
All right. Let me find Skype. Skype, there it is. And right there, Hannibal just sent a message. Oh, fuck you. Okay, yeah. Send this shit on Skype so that I can do it that way. All right.
Oh, and you got another one, too, from Lord Jamarcus. I'm going to send that one, too.
Okay, send it too. Okay. All right. Shaniqua Lust got a new client who's only been with white women. Fuck you. She tied him to a chair with his right hand to gratify himself as she tore a man in a gimp suit's mouth open. Wait, hang on. She tied him to a chair with his right hand to gratify himself as she tore a man in a gimp suit's mouth open. What? What the fuck are you doing, Alan Reyes? And this other one's from Lord Jamarcus? Like, why are you leading with my fucking name, Lord Jamarcus? Fuck you. You know what? The Monarch, I might not draw him tomorrow. Alright. Lord Jamarcus says, "Oh, Monty, you know just the right way to touch me," the like button whispered. Monty lightly slid his clicking finger down until it just barely touched the button, then started to caress the tip of the thumbs up. Yes! Yes! Click me, it moaned. Okay, you know, I'll accept that. I'll draw the Monarch tomorrow. Click the like button.
Look, he had to admit it was good shit. Okay, that's good. Look,
that one.
I'm giving 25 of my points to Lord Jamarcus. That was some good shit.
Yeah.
25 plunger points for me.
There you go. Zoe's writing it down. All right.
In the words of the great philosopher and poet Nelly, it is getting hot in here.
No, shit. Let's stop that shit.
Monty, I'm gonna make you scream Hannibal's name later.
No, you're not. You know what? Here we go. We're gonna do this. Let's talk about the fucking Punisher. Let's get right into it. Let's keep this shit
hold
moving.
on. Well, wait a minute. If we're gonna do Punisher,
no, we're gonna get there. Just wait. I'm gonna start. Then Phil will go. Then John will go. Then you will go, Hannibal.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Right. I'll sit here patiently.
All right. Just be cool. Be cool like Fonzie. You know what Sam Jackson would say.
Yeah.
So, Punisher. And what did I like about this movie? I liked, one of my favorite things is shoot 'em up, let's kill everybody 80s action movies. That's what this movie was. What did I hate about this movie? That they called it The Punisher. It was not the Punisher. It was whatever the fuck this was. And who is this for? This is for people who can't sleep and will watch whatever the fuck is on at 3 in the morning when something's playing. That's what I thought about this movie, and I'm gonna keep it simple and leave it there and pass it to Phil. There you go.
What was your grade?
Oh, my grade. My grade on this one. Let me make sure I get the right grade, because I was careful about it and made sure I knew it. Oh, Punisher gets a D+. D+. All day.
Okay.
D+. So, Phil.
Okay, yeah, I kind of had that feel too. It was a guy shooting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then there were a lot of people who shooting at him, but they couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of like an 80s shooting movie, like Commando or something, or Rambo or something.
Yeah. Just not as good.
Yeah. I agree with that. This was the guy who lived in the sewer, right?
Yeah. He lived in the sewer.
I got all these movies confused.
Yes, it was. That's the one with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. So they knew where he lived in the sewer, but like they never went there when he was there. Like they went and saw his like hideout a couple times.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? I don't know. And once again, I don't know my comic books. When I was a kid and went to the comic book store, I bought Star Trek comics. So I don't even know what the fuck the Punisher is. So,
Punisher didn't live in the sewer, Phil. You're good. Keep going. Keep going. You're
it's
good.
a guy who shoots people, who lives in the sewer.
No.
And it's perfect. It was a great.
First he wiped out those damn turtles, and then he moved in.
Hey, they were guilty, all right? And that's why he had to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they know he was raised by a dirty rat.
Yeah. But no, I want to see. Where's Phil going with this? I like this. Continue.
I just don't know. It was no 3 dev whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the hell was going on for a lot of it. So I'd have to stick in that D range. So I'll say a D.
All right.
A solid D.
All right, Punisher gets a D. That's a fair grade. I accept. I don't know what John and Hannibal think. Let's pass it to John and Hannibal. John, what do you think? Let's go to John first.
I'm right there with you. On the one hand, it's not a good Punisher movie. They didn't even do Punisher has the simplest costume in all comic books. You put him in a black t-shirt, you paint a skull on it. They didn't even get that right. They didn't even give him his skull shirt. And Dolph Lundgren, this is probably going to be an unusual opinion, is too pretty to be the Punisher.
Yeah.
He's big, but he also has cheekbones that could kill you faster than his guns.
Yeah.
He's too much of a handsome model man for Frank Castle. On the other hand, it wasn't an interesting shoot 'em up. So if you hadn't called it the Punisher, nobody would have watched it. The murders and shootings weren't interesting. This had the biggest budget of any of the ones we watched except for Jonah Hex. And you see it in the production value. It looks like a movie. It doesn't look like a made-for-TV movie. But the story is kind of slow and boring and dull. And that's the last thing you want to shoot 'em up debate.
Yeah.
So, D. I almost went D-, but I'll go D.
Okay. Hannibal, what do you think?
To our lovely producer Zoe, play my theme music. Let's go right into what's
shit! Okay, this has become a segment. All right, here we go. Hit it, Zoe.
Imitated but never duplicated.
Yeah, that's it. OG, original gangster.
Women drivers, people who talk during the movie, customers who cannot make up their mind while ordering food.
They shit on LA. They shit on Chicago. They shit on Miami. They shit on New Jersey.
New Yorkers, Atlanta Falcon fans, possibly people from Alaska.
They hate Canadians. They hate the South. They hate the rain. They hate the snow. They hate murder. They hate crime. They hate fucking everything. They hate the Knicks when they're winning. They hate the Knicks when they're losing.
Indecisive morons, blithering idiots, humans. These people have formed a burning question. What is grinding Hannibal's gears?
Yeah.
Oh, math's changed. We're in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Look, we got 50 people watching, 37 likes. Let's go ahead and make the amount of people watching the show match the amount of people that like that show. So go ahead and click that like button while I go off on this motherfucking rant about this motherfucking movie. So, all right. There are a lot of people online that swear this is a good-ass movie. Like, way too many people think this is a good-ass movie, right? Ian M. on Rotten Tomatoes said, this movie was a childhood favorite of mine. Dark and gritty and completely underrated. 5 out of 5 stars. Joel C. from Rotten Tomatoes says, what can I say? This is definitely the best movie I've ever seen in my life. There is tons of action, pretty much from beginning to end. Dolph Lundgren is definitely the best Punisher. 5 out of 5 stars.
What?
Nope.
On IMDb, Black Wolf 1970 said, Lundgren as the Punisher played the part very well. A man who lost everything except he need for revenge, but in the process of getting his revenge, Hold on, wait, let me do it. Look. Lundgren as the Punisher played the part very well. A man who lost everything except he need for revenge, but in the process of getting his revenge, he loses what make him Frank. Okay. 9 out of 10 stars.
Okay.
9 out of 10 stars. So I want y'all to hear me when I say this. This movie is low-key trash, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a bad friend and does not have your best interest at heart. This is not a good movie, period, end of sentence, full stop.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
That's right, okay? This movie is trash. It opens with the head of the Mafia walking out of a courtroom after being found not guilty. As the press swarms him, a reporter asks, are you afraid of the Punisher? He's out here killing Mafia people all day. So what does this nigga say next? If the Punisher comes within 1,000 feet of me, he's gonna see what punishment really is, or some dumb shit like that. So clearly, 3 minutes later, Dolph Lundgren kills him, right? Okay. Obviously, that's what happens. But I don't know what's the craziest shit about that. The fact that the mob boss had a legit House of Mirrors style room in his house for no reason. Okay,
we'll
there we go. Alan Reyes.
We'll get it.
There we go. He said, so I don't know what's crazier. The fact that the mob boss had a legit House of Mirrors style room in his house for no reason. The fact that the Punisher hung a nigga from a banister with shoestrings, or the fact that the Punisher blows up the mob boss's mansion, the media outside runs towards the explosion, and then the Punisher retreats deeper into the burning building as it explodes even more. Okay? The house exploded 2 times. All right? This movie is low-key trash, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a bad friend and does not have your best interest at heart. This is not a good movie, period, end of sentence, full stop.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
That's right. Thank you, Chef Gordon Ramsay, one of the greatest villains of all time. Right? So, the Punisher kills the head of the Mafia, so a former Mafia boss has to come out of retirement and take charge. But the former boss ends up going to war with the Yakuza, and the Yakuza ends up kidnapping all the Mafia children, so the Mafia bosses decide, well, we need to parlay with the Yakuza. They walk into a full-ass restaurant. They start drinking champagne, and then the Yakuza queen comes in, and bam! She hired everybody in the restaurant, all hit men and hit women. Hashtag even women can be killers. Hashtag feminism. All right? And this restaurant full of hitmen killed the Mafia bodyguards. They killed the Mafia bodyguards, not the Mafia bosses themselves. Then one of the Mafia bosses asks why she kept them alive. And the Yakuza queen says that the champagne that they had been drinking was poison and that they were already dead, right? And then she proceeds to run her finger on the champagne glass, and then all of the Mafia guys died simultaneously.
Yes, I remember this.
Nigga, what? Okay, first off, none of this makes no sense. First off, how did you know that the Mafia niggas would all show up at the restaurant at that time? It wasn't like you had a cell phone in 1989 so somebody could call and tell you that they was there. What if the Mafia niggas had gotten to the restaurant earlier than you expected? Would they have died before you made your grand entrance? What if the Mafia niggas didn't order champagne? They Italian. What if they would have wanted red wine instead? What if they wanted a Cabernet or a Merlot or a Chianti or a Malbec? So was all the alcohol poison, or was it just the champagne? And did the Yakuza Queen have to run her finger on the glass to activate the poison, or did they just happen to die in that moment for dramatic effect? Look, I can answer all these questions easily. The answer to all these questions is bad writing. Okay? This is a poorly written screenplay and a dumbass plot device. This movie is low-key trash, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a bad friend and does not have your best interests at heart. This is not a good movie, period, end of sentence, full stop.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
Okay? And then let's talk about this bullshit-ass sidekick. This former...
I was waiting for that.
Right. This former thespian actor turned alcoholic named Sheik. All right? Sheik is an awful character. Okay, he's an awful character. Not because he speaks in a weird British theater accent, and not because he has no emotional attachment, or we have no emotional attachment to him, but because this nigga just be rhyming for no reason throughout the movie. Okay, this nigga will randomly spout exposition as slam poetry. Okay. At one point, he is telling the Punisher that the increased crime in the city is all Frank Castle's fault. And he says to the Punisher, and I quote, "My God, man, can't you see? This is a result of your killing spree. You've weakened the bosses to such a degree, they can't protect their families." I shit on those bars, okay? I shit on those bars. Those bars is trash. Okay? Wait, hold up. There's more. Hold on, wait. The children of the bosses are now counted among their losses. Pay they will, and all for naught. The children will be sold to the slave trade and bought.
That's not bad for a white boy.
I shit on those bars, okay? I shit on those bars. Those bars is trash. Get them the fuck out of here. This movie is trash, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a bad friend or does not have your best interests at heart. This is not a good movie, period, end of sentence, full fucking stop.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
But he does critique the show when things don't go his way. Is in the music industry has to have his big cookie for his special segment and has a lot of wardrobe and mask change. Again, I'm not saying he's a diva.
Who's that? Who said that?
Yeah, that was from Who's Your Buddy.
All right.
Yeah, wait, hold on. And look, the people that say this movie is good will usually defend it with nostalgia, okay?
Yeah.
Man, fuck your nostalgia, all right? They'll say shit like, oh, don't judge it based on what it is. You got to judge it based on the movies from that time period. Okay, let's do that. Is this movie better than Lethal Weapon? No. Is it better than Die Hard? No. Is it better than Terminator? No. Is it better than Rambo? No. Is it better than Death Wish, Bloodsport, Commando, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Aliens, Full Metal Jacket, Roadhouse, Predator, RoboCop, Road Warrior, Top Gun, Batman, Superman? Fuck no. You assholes liked this movie when you were kids, and you hate the Thomas Jane movie and the Ray Stevenson movie so much that you got drunk on memberberry juice and you forgot how to tell the difference between what's good and what you like. This movie is trash, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a bad friend, does not have your best interest at heart. This is not a good movie, period, end of sentence, full stop.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
Damn.
That's what's eating Hannibal.
Damn. Okay. Well played, Hannibal.
That wasn't even the sidekick I thought you were going to complain about. I thought you were going to complain about the Yakuza girl sidekick with the killer earrings, the whitest Yakuza member ever.
Yeah. She was
doing there.
There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, look, it's just like in the words of the great philosopher and poet Kanye West. You know, when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. So yeah, the Yakuza went and got him a white girl in the Yakuza.
All right.
She white and she deaf, but she hears sometimes. And, you know, she got earrings that kill people.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
that was her character. That was it.
And look, before I go to the next segment, I think we got Nickel Chats and Streamlabs that I'm trying to pull up.
Y'all understand, I'm sweating under my mask. That's how much hate I have. And here's the funny thing. And look, here's the thing. I actually gave this movie a D just like y'all did. But it's just like, it was pissing me off. I'm reading through the reviews, and I'm seeing all these people like giving it like 9 out of 10 stars, or 4 out of 5s, or 5 out of 5s. And I'm just like, you disingenuous piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, oh my God.
Yeah, that's not at all what this movie is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and we got another Nickel Chat
from Joseph Walden Photography. What's going on, Joseph Walden?
Chats and sent another. Was that Alan Reyes?
No, that was Joseph Walden. Joseph Walden Photography.
Anybody? I'm trying to fix my headphones. There we go.
I stole $3,000.
I was telling Monty, and nostalgia made me think of this. There was a movie I was going to add to this list if we had time, and we just didn't get around to organizing, called Dr. Mordred.
Okay.
And it is, nostalgia-wise, the best Doctor Strange movie we had until the MCU came around.
Yep. Yes. I have that movie. We almost ended up watching that shit.
They had the rights to Doctor Strange right before they started filming. They lost them. So it actually was going to be a low-budget Doctor Strange movie, and they just kept the plot and changed the names.
Oh, wow. All right.
And I know it's not a good movie, but as a Doctor Strange fan of that period, I have nostalgia for that movie. I mean, it's Full Moon Pictures. They never made a good movie. They just made fun, bad movies.
Well, look.
This was not a fun, bad movie. This was just lame.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to watch that movie and have John Vise on as a guest only if this episode survives YouTube. There we go.
OG Ben Grimm asked, he came in the middle of my What's Eating Hannibal. He said, what movie were you spazzing on, Hannibal? I was talking about the 1989 Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren and Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah. Can you put whatever Nickel Chats or Streamlabs I have to read in the chat so we can get to it?
Yes, I can, Monty.
Yeah, just send them in the Skype chat. And you read whatever others are not applicable to that. Yes.
Yeah, I got you. I think I'm looking at it right now trying to see how many Nickel Chats we got for you to read. I think it's just...
Because I keep hearing them coming and they're scaring me.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm just
I think it's just one.
Second. My phone's going to die. I got to plug in.
Okay, if your phone dies, if you can pop in on something else, pop in on something else. We got you. We'll be good.
I got you.
Just pop back in if your phone dies.
I'm texting it to you now. I'm sending it to you in the Skype, Monty. We got another edition for Monty Rodica. But, you know, just I'm gonna go through these real fast.
Okay.
Alan Reyes says like button to Monty. Oh yes, tear me a new one. Oh wait, hold up. That looks like some more Monty Rodica.
Fuck you, Alan Reyes.
You know what? So let me just go ahead and just copy that. Thank you very much. And post that there. Bam. There you go. You got 2 of those. Let's see. Who's your buddy? Send us some money with the big dono. Thank you. Who's your buddy? He says, I'm not saying Hannibal is a diva. I don't like where this is going right now. I'm not saying Hannibal is a diva, but he does critique the show when things don't go his way, is in the music industry, has to have a big cookie for his special segment, and has a lot of wardrobe / mask changes. Again, I'm not saying he's a diva.
You know what? Who's your buddy? Take your extra plunger points.
What the? What?
Get your points. Get your points.
10 from me. 10 from me.
There you go. Oh, look. Who's your buddy? You just made out. You got him from me and John Vise. And if Phil were
there's
here,
nothing wrong with being a diva. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Don't deny it. Use it.
Okay, look. So Joseph Walden Photography, who was a guest on our show recently, says, shit, just tuned in, and it's my favorite people. Love the chess set, John. Monty, the HD capture is in your box. Phil, why aren't you working?
check the mailbox when you get a
It's
second.
pretty odd that I
There
would
you go.
not be working.
Also, Joseph Walden made sure to shout out through all of you guys. He didn't shout me out at
Yeah,
all.
what's
That's
up,
okay,
Joseph?
Walden photography.
That's all right.
I still love you. Okay.
You were busy being a diva.
Yeah. Look, and you see, Joseph, only the diva got mad that he didn't get shouted out.
I see a trend starting that I don't like. Penultima says, Hannibal be raging with fire. This movie has earned his ire. His hatred be true. This movie is a fuck you. Yes.
Who said that?
And look, Penultima said that.
Pen,
Look,
get your plunger points, Pen.
yeah. And just know, Penultima, your slam poetry was far better than that of the Punisher.
I stole
movie.
$3,000.
And look, I don't know if y'all realize it, but the scene in Punisher where it's like he rides to like the funhouse pier or whatever, and he's got like Shake riding on the back of the cycle, and him and Shake are having a conversation. Shake is rhyming with the Punisher in that conversation.
Yes.
Everything the Punisher says, he rhymes this shit back to him.
Yep.
I mean, he did lure the guy with a bottle of whiskey on a goddamn remote control car.
That's
so
true.
This is not a stable relationship.
That's true.
Right.
Like,
so
yeah.
First off, it was Doer's White Label. Get it right, okay?
I just said bottle of whiskey. I didn't say what label.
That's Scotch. That's Scotch.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Scotch.
So that's what it was. And second of all, you didn't see him complaining about that shit. He wasn't like, oh man, what you think I'm some kind of drunk? I'm not drinking that shit. No, he grabbed that shit and was like, yeah, man, what you want to know?
He followed that shit around the block.
Yeah. He was like, man, I'll give you half the information now and half the information when you give me a second bottle of Doer's White Label. Fucking winos trying to negotiate with you and shit, right?
And look, there's Joseph with a nickel chat for you. Had to do a separate one for Hannibal, because Hannibal. There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Right. I appreciate you, Joe. And look, I was just fucking with you, Joseph Walton. I just thought it was funny. It's the hypothesis is I put on a Punisher shirt today, not knowing about today's episode. Glad I didn't walk in Hannibal's path with all that pent up Ivan Drago rage. Look, he was way better as Ivan Drago than he was as Frank Castle.
Yes, I must break you.
Yes.
And we featured Ivan Drago on the D-Roy Cruz episode, which also I have to say, and it could be a What's Eating Monty, I won't let it go that far, D-Roy saw it and got mad at Drag because we titled our episode, maybe an episode about I Must Break You. He got mad because he said Drag said that he wanted to break him. Like, no, nigga, that's the title of our show.
That was us. It's funny. It's like G-Man. It's like we did the audacity. He found a way to make it about drag. It's amazing.
Yeah. We said that. D-Roy Cruz, Hannibal and Monty said that, and we made the song. Anyway, continue going. I'm a little bitter about it. Like, drag gets our attention when we pick on somebody. That's all I'm saying.
So there we go. All right. So that's all. And now, ladies and gentlemen. To our lovely producer Zoe, could you cue the music, please, and go full screen for the latest edition? Okay, here we go. And now, for the newest edition of Monty Rodica, ladies and gentlemen, the Stickman, Monty.
Fuck y'all. Okay, here we go. I don't know who this one's from, because they're just written.
Just read them, bro. You good?
It's just... Tell me about that awful movie you watched, my dear Montel. Oh, but if much rather lose myself in your beautiful white background, like button, you look positively radiant, lit up in that blue. Monty whispered what he planned to do next to her. And then there's like button to Monty. Oh yes, tear me a new one, you sick SOB. Ah yeah, that's it. Bring the guy in, the bear mascot in. It's gotta be bananas to get me off. Who the fuck are those from? Okay.
Look, Jeff Holiday said it's hot.
It's not. Jeff Jeff Holiday, if you're in our chat, I'm not looking at our chat. I was looking at this bullshit they sent me to read. No. Let's talk about the Fantastic Four. Let's just move right the fuck on. Phil, Fantastic Four. Would you like? Would you hate? Who's it for? What's your grade?
Okay, so for some reason, somehow, some way, I've actually seen whatever the later Fantastic Four was.
Yes.
So it was the same exact movie, wasn't it? Like, it was just worse graphics. Yeah,
Kinda.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was the rock guy getting all mad that he looked like a rock or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody else enjoying all their superpowers. I don't know. The thing I did like about it was all like the goofy animation at the end. When it was like fly into the sun or whatever
the Human
the hell
Torch
happened.
shit. Yes.
That was, I don't understand it, but that was fantastic.
Yes.
Not like good fantastic, but fantastic anyway. So,
yes.
You know, I don't think it was a good movie, but you know, it had this and that, so I'll stick in the C range. I'll go with the C.
Oh, you went high. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe comparatively, it was the one I knew a little something about.
Okay. Fair enough.
I still don't know what a Punisher is.
All right, fair enough. All right. And we'll pass it to John. Where did you go with it?
So I've heard about this movie because this movie, the nerds love talking about how awful this movie is. And I'm a big Roger Corman fan. I love everything from the Black Scorpion to Sharktopus. He's done some really weird, low-budget stuff that's great. So I expected this movie to be weirder than it was. I was bored. I thought this was going to be one of these trippy mess of a movie that was funny, but made use of the budget. It was pretty much just a standard Fantastic Four pilot that we've seen in cartoons and TV and things before. So they didn't bring anything new to it, anything special, and it was just kind of there. It wasn't a bad telling of the Fantastic Four. It's just we've seen it better other places.
Okay.
C-. It's not really D territory for me because it did tell the story. It did tell the characters. It was a little weird seeing Sue crushing on him as a young girl and then them getting together when they're adults. There was some weird choices with that.
Okay.
It was really weird that they pulled them onto the crew even though they had no expertise at all, when at least most versions have them have some purpose other than, hey, we like these two guys, let's bring them into space.
Yeah.
I'm torn between D+ and C-. I'm going C-, and that may just be because I know what Roger Corman does, which is low-budget, made-for-TV looking motherfuckers.
Okay. Fair enough. Hannibal, what about you?
Oh man, this movie is trash. This movie is trash on top of trash. This movie is Garbage Island with fucking Oscar the Grouch on the top of the mountain. Okay, this motherfucker is super duper trash. And John Vise, hit a couple nails. Like, look, why I think it's creepy as hell that like a 10-year-old Sue Storm is crushing on grown ass Reed Richards, right?
And then having them get together, that was.
And then having them get together, right? It's like fucking, then when they decided they were gonna go to space, why did like Ben Grimm be like, hey man, let's go grab fucking, Sue and Johnny Storm? I mean, they're not astronauts or nothing, but yeah, let's go grab them too. Let's go ask their mom if we can take these niggas to space.
And usually it's the other way around. Usually Ben's the one who's useless. Usually Johnny's the pilot and Sue has some scientific expertise, and Ben's the old army buddy.
Yeah. Oh, and hypothesis correct. He says that happened in the comics. Younger Susan crushing on Reed Richards. Okay, all right. Look, there's a scene where Ben Grimm sexually assaults a blind woman, and then the blind woman sexually assaults him back.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Yeah. Them too.
Them motherfuckers went to space, got hit with cosmic radiation. The ship blew up. They landed on Earth alive and well. Like, it was just, and there was no conversation about that shit. It was like, man, how are we alive? Man, I don't even know. And the movie just kept going. After that. Like, nothing else. This movie is ridiculous. There was a blind chick This motherfucker always had on perfect makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, how, Sway? How is that possible? Okay, your level should be fucked up or something. All right.
She's an artist.
I mean, how?
Pay attention
How
to
is she
this
an
thing.
artist?
Don't freak
How
out
the fuck
some
does
hours.
she know what colors match and then fucking making them shit
She's a
even and shit
sculptor.
on her face?
He's a sculptor. I'm a sculptor. You don't have no fucking color theory.
I feel like I can't, but her color was perfect though. The blind, okay.
You're getting Hannibal mad. You getting
Listen, this movie is just like there's a scene in this movie where love cancels out Ben Grimm's rock skin. Okay?
Yes.
He's like, I love this blind bitch I sexually assaulted one time, and then he loses his rocks, but just that one time in the movie.
It almost gets painful.
Yes. It's so bad. The movie is so bad. And look, listen. F minus. Okay, this movie is awful.
What?
This movie is
it's
all the way. Look, the end. Look, if you want to know how bad this movie is, just scroll to like the very last scene of the movie where Sue and Reed are getting married, and Reed is waving at everybody as they drive away. Listen. There's certain scenes in a movie that's so bad that the whole movie falls a letter grade. This movie's got like 10 of those scenes.
All right.
Yeah, F minus. F minus. This is right down there with Catwoman. There's a reason this movie was never released.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Well, I'll go. The things I loved about this movie are the bad things that I find hilarious. The things I hated were the rest of the movie. Hannibal, John, and Phil, y'all pretty much hit all of it. Who's this movie for? Don't watch this movie. Don't watch this movie.
Fantastic Four enthusiasts?
No,
I guess?
no.
Die Hard Fantastic Four fans.
Whoever you
These
are.
are the nerds I hear talking about it.
Yeah, no. Whoever you are, don't watch this movie. I gave this movie an F.
Okay.
This is a flat out F. And that being said, I have some more shit to go into about this movie because we are like I'm trying to catch us up on time. So here we go. I got some shit to talk about this movie. And I don't have my tie or jacket, so Zoe's gonna hook me up with that. But let's talk about some important shit.
Yes, let's talk about Monty's important shit.
Yeah.
All right.
FlyingZombies.com, Blog Talk Radio, and Team MFN proudly present Hannibal and Monty's Action News with L. Damon on sports, Keith, the man on the street, meteorologist scientist Mel on weather, and Hannibal and Monty's Action News anchors, Hannibal and Monty. And now, here's lead anchor Monty with Monty's important shit.
That's a sweet one-on-one blazer.
You still muted, Monty. You muted. You still muted.
Muted. I'm not muted anymore.
No, you're not. Look, Penultima said about the thing, like being able to turn his powers off with love. He said she reverse Uno carded him.
Nice. There we go. Let me get my tie straight. There we go.
And what the fuck was that mole man? I'm sorry. I'm done talking about this movie.
I like the mole man. He was
the
fun.
mole people.
There we go. Am I good? Am I good? Am I straight? Am I centered on camera? Am I in a good place?
Yeah.
Are we here?
Emotionally or physically?
Physically. Like, is my tie looking good? Is my Charles Anderson jacket looking on point as shit as it should?
One of one.
Yeah, one of one.
101 blazers.
That's right. I'm repping all my favorite people. I love y'all. But that's where you get this jacket. Every time I wear it, people comment about how much they love it. So yeah. So I wanna go into Fantastic Four and talk about some shit that I found while researching it. And we're gonna do the shit show version of 3 Truths and a Lie, which is important shit. Where I'm going to tell you some things I learned about this movie. 3 of them are fake, or 3 of them are real. 1 of them I made up. And it's up to y'all, the shitheads, to figure out what I made up. So, you know what? I'll throw it to Phil. This is how we'll pick the points. How many plunger points should the people that guess it right get? What do you think? Without knowing how the show works, pick a number.
75.
75. Oh, shit. 75 plunger points for everyone that gets it right. So we're going to hit a 30-second timer on this one. And we're just going to go through. And you guys get to talk. But you only get 1 vote. You only get 1 chance to vote. Zoe, Hannibal, will one of you watch the chat?
I'm keeping an eye. I got it.
Zoe's on it.
Zoe's on it? Zoe's on it. Well,
Zoe
Zoe's
said
on
she'll
it.
watch it.
Good.
Watch the chat and mark when the last one is. So let's start, and I'll tell you when to start the timer. When I say the last one on the list, you start the timer. So here we go. The first thing I ran across was when talking about this Fantastic Four movie, the most expensive thing to make for this movie was the Thing's costume. And they had a budget of over $1 million. So, a few $1 million, not $1 million.
So, see, part of that sounded true until you said the $1 million budget.
A few million.
Now I don't believe anything you said.
A few million.
No, I looked at the budget. I think that's about right.
Yeah, it was a few million, not $1 million. So there you go. Here's another one. Mark Ruffalo was, or one of the people that are auditioned for the role of Dr. Doom. So,
you
in this
fucking
movie.
Liar, you. Okay, go ahead. What's the next one, Mark?
Okay. All right. Here's another thing. This movie was the first time they were playing around with doing post-credit scenes. One of the scenes they filmed included David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury as a setup for the Nick Fury movie.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. What's the last one?
Patrick Warburton, who we all know and love from Seinfeld, was one of the people that auditioned for the role of Ben Grimm.
You know Patrick Warburton from Seinfeld and not The Tick or something even better?
Seinfeld.
This is where you reference him?
Seinfeld, yes. I reference. Start the timer from Seinfeld. And whoever's last right now, look in the chat. Who is it?
Shit.
Who is it? What's the last number we got?
I don't want to believe the Mark Ruffalo one or the David Hasselhoff one. But then that means at least one of those is true. Oh shit. Who was the fourth one?
The fourth one is Patrick Warburton.
I believe the Patrick Warburton, and I believe the Thing. I don't believe that they were doing a promo for the Nick Fury movie for that. So I'm going to go the David Hasselhoff as a lie.
All right. So John is going with number 3. Okay, and I'm seeing Thrift Store Dan. I'm seeing Thrift Store Dan as our last vote. Okay, and Phil's going number 3. Hannibal, what about you?
Yep.
No, I'm going. I don't think that movie cost $1 million. I think you're full of shit.
No. Look, that cost is wrong. It didn't cost $1 million.
I think it was actually like 9, if I remember I looked at the budget. Either this one or Nick Fury was $9 million.
Most of the money was spent on the Ben Grimm costume.
I don't believe that at all. That's the lie. I'm going number 1 is the lie.
Okay, number one. All right, Hannibal said number 1. Okay.
See, I believe that the costume cost a lot of money, but I don't believe the movie cost a lot of money.
Okay. All right.
I think that's what it is. He gave us a half truth with a lie in it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be mad if it was the Mark Ruffalo thing and none of us got it.
All right. Well, let's see. Well, let's throw it up on the screen, Zoe. Show us what we're working with. So let's see what this is all pulled from my IMDb, by the way.
It says Dick Warburton audition for the role of Ben Grimm.
Oh yeah, look, it's cropped out. It's cropped out really weird. All right, Patrick Warburton audition for the role of Ben Grimm. So there you go. All right. What's next? Show us the next one. and it's going to be cut off because we didn't adjust for this.
Motherfucker.
Mark Ruffalo auditioned for the role of Dr. Doom. He eventually ended up playing Bruce Banner in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What the fuck? Mark Ruffalo?
Yes.
The roof is on fire. Let the motherfucker burn. Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So we have two left. It's either the Thing's costume was the most expensive.
It's gonna be three.
Yeah, it was either that was the most expensive part of the movie, or the Fantastic Four was the original start to the MCU, and they had a post-credit scene with David Hasselhoff setting up Nick Fury.
Come on, fucking Thing costume.
All right, here we go. Let's see. So the studio provided Roger Corman with a few $1 million. Most of it was spent on the Thing's costume. The film had very few special effects.
So eat it, Hannibal. I don't pay him or anything, but eat it.
So there you go. Anybody that picked number 3, I made that shit up. You win.
I don't know if anybody picked 3. Oh yeah, Danny Lisner. Danny Lisner picked it. We got one person got it right today.
So 75 plunger points to Danny Lisner.
And an extra 25 for me because I'm celebrating.
Yes. You know what? Give John Vise, give the shithead John Vise an extra 25. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Not the guest.
Penultimate says that's a grim fact.
So there you go.
Can't do a thing with it.
Oh, that's so bad. It's so bad. And look.
Stretch.
Since the Nick Fury thing was a fake one, let's roll into something a little more fun. We don't have much time to play with it, but let's play around with one of the newer segments of the shit show. Let's play Tough Titty.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. Here it comes. Up. She's catching up. Here we go.
I just played for that singing the blues.
Oh, that's a tough kitty, y'all. And can't nothing suck it but a line. Oh no. Tough titty, tough titty, tough titty, tough titty, tough titty. Just can't get it out of my mind.
All right. And we get to get the chat involved in this a little bit too.
That's only my second time seeing the intro. So
same here. I was nodding to it too. This is all of our second time seeing it. And Phil and John, or probably Phil's
I have no
first
idea
time.
what's going on now.
John's first time. Yeah, this is brand new for both of them. See?
Yeah.
Y'all are both on the spot now. Y'all don't know what the fuck's going on, do you? Either one of you, do you? Yes.
I do not.
Yes.
So the way Tough Titty works, this is a segment that we used to do on Monty and the Mongoose's Little Show. And the way this segment works is, it's pretty easy. It's basically an actor switch. We imagine if two actors switch careers, and then we try to envision what those careers would look like from the reverse perspective. So I'm guessing for the Nick Fury movie, we're going to be switching people with David Hasselhoff.
Samuel L. Jackson on Baywatch works.
Yes, we're doing it with David Hasselhoff. So
okay, all right. Well, look, John Vise already called.
John Vise went first. John Vise said Sam Jackson. I was helping Zoe figure out the setup. So
Nick Fury for Nick Fury.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. So Phil, do you get how this works? If you don't, pay attention while we discuss, and you'll understand, and ideas will start popping into your head. So
I'm having technical difficulties here. My everything's dying out on me.
Oh shit! All right.
Keep working around me.
All right, we will work around. All right. So Sam Jackson. Yeah, there we go. All right, do we have it up on screen? There we go. So this will mean Sam Jackson would have been the guy in Baywatch, and he would have been Michael Knight in the original Knight Rider.
Ooh, I would watch that.
Yeah,
I'd watch the shit out of that.
That would make David Hasselhoff Mace Windu in Star Wars.
Oh shit!
And team him up with John Travolta in the
shit!
Yeah.
Fiction.
See, the shit gets crazy. And look, before we wrap this up, we're gonna do a shitheads pick. So y'all start throwing them in the chat. We're gonna pick our favorites.
Yeah. Go start throwing some out for Tough Titty guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that would mean that David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff is Steven in Django. So when Jamie Foxx rides up, David Hasselhoff goes up to Leonardo DiCaprio and is like, "Who's that nigga on that nag?" Yeah. I like it.
I want to see Sam Jackson call Kit the car a motherfucker.
Yes.
Just once in my life.
Yes.
Kit, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
David Hasselhoff, Snakes on a Plane. Who would not watch that?
Yes. That also means David Hasselhoff would have read "Go the fuck to sleep."
That's not as good.
Yeah, I feel it loses some of its je ne sais quoi, but you know it's something. Hypothesis says David Hasselhoff would be in A Time to Kill, right?
Yeah.
Samuel
But here's the
the
thing.
music video for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but look, wait, if David Hasselhoff is in A Time to Kill, then he never goes to jail in that movie. he never gets arrested for no crime.
That's true.
He just gets let off.
That's true. Yeah.
In this universe, does Samuel L. Jackson have a wonderful music career in Germany?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's how Tough Titty works. Everything switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything.
Very popular on this side of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
For a brief time.
Yeah.
Kilo says it would also mean David Hasselhoff would love anime and hentai.
Oh, you know he does anyway.
Yeah, he clearly already does.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
does.
Yes. Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That would also I like this. Who else we got? Phil from Inexplicable Confetti. Who you got?
Anybody? Can you think of anybody to swap with David Hasselhoff?
Switching out.
You're switching out anybody with David Hasselhoff. Like which actor? If we completely swap their careers, how crazy would it be?
Anybody?
Anybody with David
anybody.
Hasselhoff. Yeah, pick a random person to swap with David Hasselhoff.
On the spot? I can't think of any actor all of a sudden.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look, the dude who plays Mikey in Goonies.
Wait, the dude that Mikey in Goonies
played Mike in Goonies.
Rudy. Wait. Sam Wise. Sam from Lord of the Rings. Oh, what's his name? Hang on, I gotta look him up. That might be fun.
It's Sean Astin. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Sean Astin. All right, look at me knowing his name. Now, I
don't know why that popped in my head.
I could see David Hasselhoff in Lord of the Rings.
So first off, I love that your pick for Tough Titty was Sean Astin. It's such a random pick because
that's fucking great
about Sean Astin.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I love it.
That's great.
Yeah, so that means that David Hasselhoff would be the love interest in the second season of Stranger Things. He would be what's her name? Not Marissa Tomei. It's Winona Ryder's boyfriend. Yeah. So David Hasselhoff would be Winona Ryder's boyfriend.
Yeah.
In Stranger Things.
Yes.
They even look the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
He would have been in the Big Bang Theory. I don't watch the Big Bang Theory though.
Yeah.
Raphael on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV series? Was he really? Shit. That would have been the Hoff?
Which of the series? The original?
From 2012 to 2017.
Okay.
But Hasselhoff giving all those like inspirational speeches in Goonies?
Yes. Oh, that's good shit. But that would have been and I keep with Hasselhoff, I keep going back to Knight Rider because that's when I fell in love with this motherfucker. I loved him as Michael Knight. I loved him and Kit. I don't
Like,
know that I would have loved it as much.
We loved Kit, like, and I think we would have.
We
loved
liked the car
Kit
more
with,
than him.
Yeah, with
That's
whoever
true.
he was paired with.
We did love the car more. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I had another multiverse theory
Okay.
pop into my head.
Okay, what's that?
Starting at Baywatch, we switched the careers of Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff. They switched careers at that point in time.
Ooh.
Okay.
So David Hasselhoff has the sex tape with Tommy Lee.
With Tommy Lee.
Oh
and
man. Oh man.
I'd still watch it.
This just
Pamela
went down a
Anderson
very dark
does
path.
the music video for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, you see how this game works?
And then David Hasselhoff would be Barbarella.
Yes. I would watch that.
I would not. I would
watch the shit out of that.
that would mean that Pamela Anderson was in the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy. No.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. All right, let's get one from the chat real fast.
Penultimate says Queen Latifah. I just want to.
Okay.
I want to go down that path for a second.
Let's do it. Let's
see
do
what
Queen
that
Latifah.
is.
That could be kind of dope because David Hasselhoff already sings sorta, and she won an Oscar for her performance in Chicago. So that would mean David Hasselhoff would be the buxom female prison guard from Chicago.
Doing little favors for a price.
Yeah.
Kind of up his alley.
David Hasselhoff would be in Just Right with Common. You know what I'm saying? David Hasselhoff would have to try to sell Common on why he shouldn't be dating a light-skinned woman and instead should be dating him, an older white man. Yeah, I like it. And then that would mean that David Hasselhoff put out UNITY. Who you calling a bitch? Right? David Hasselhoff is now doing the theme song to Living Single. Keep your head up, what? Keep your head up, that's right. My homegirl said, to my left, am I right? Too true. It's tied like glue. But David Hasselhoff.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see the flaw in it. You know what? I'm gonna throw out because I was my pick was I was gonna go with something weird. It's not anymore. Thank you, Martin Lawrence is what I was gonna pick. So,
Sure.
So David Hasselhoff in Big Mama's house.
Yes.
And the Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
Yes.
David Hasselhoff and Will Smith.
Yes.
And Bad Boys, I would watch that.
Yeah. I'd still
Do the
watch
right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. wait, could you imagine? Could you imagine David Hasselhoff playing all the characters on Martin? Him playing Nene, or the little kid with the snotty ass nose and shit like that.
Him yelling at Tommy because he doesn't have a job, and then getting canceled years later for making those insensitive jokes.
David Hasselhoff going on Saturday Night Live and doing a monologue about eating girls out during a yeast infection.
Makes me go back at those Baywatch days all the longer.
Yes. David Hasselhoff playing Jerome on Martin. I say Jerome's in a hot, watch him out. Yeah.
So would it be called Martin, or would it be called David? Or would it be called just the Hassel?
Yeah. It would have been David. It would have been David.
Obviously, Martin calling the kid car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even we didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yes. Martin Lawrence as Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 1998.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been like Martin, like right at like almost the height of his popularity.
At the height of his, when he just did a little bit of action.
Yeah.
And he could be the first black Nick Fury on screen. It'd be great.
Yeah. That might have actually worked.
Yeah, that would have definitely worked.
I think Nick Fury works better as a black character. Like it's one of the race swaps that works.
Ultimate says Big Mama Hoff.
An unknown one says Eddie Murphy. We might have to save that. But look, in the comments of this video, post your tough titties, and we'll post our favorite on our Twitter and Instagram. How about that?
Yes. I fucking love. Oh man, I love it.
Yeah,
I'll
send you a blank graphic to use, Hannibal.
David Hasselhoff telling a joke about you rub lotion all over your body.
when we used to go down to the creek, and you would come up and the water would just be glistening all over your body.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Hasselhoff in Bad Boys 2 on ecstasy, hitting on his chief.
Yes.
I love the feel of everything.
Yes. Listen. He's like, Mike, man, my dick don't work no more, man. My dick it don't get hard, man.
He shot me in the ass.
Yes. David,
what about in the movie Life? David Hasselhoff
yes.
in Life?
Oh my God!
David Hasselhoff and Eddie Murphy in Life. Right? So first off, here's the thing. In that movie, David Hasselhoff don't get arrested. Okay? David
How do we
Hasselhoff
get him
don't
in
get
jail?
arrested in that movie.
Totally different story.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to be a guard that's friends with Eddie Murphy.
David Hasselhoff being like, what would it take to turn these whites only pies into nigga pie? Yeah. That'd be awesome. Look, listen. I think we should do it.
Yeah. See, this is a fun game. I love this game. Fuck. Luna said Johnny Depp. Fuck. I want to move on. We're running out of time. But
we're not running out of time. We got all the time in the world. What you talking about?
Well,
I know how this show goes.
I got a babysitter, so time has been limited lately.
Yeah, we gotta, you know, as much as I would love to keep doing Tough Titty, and I want to see Johnny Depp, we gotta talk about Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
All right.
So John,
wait a minute before we do that, Monty.
Yeah.
There's some more Monty Rodica for you.
Is there? Did you send it?
Yes, I sent it. It came from Lord Jamarcus. Thank you very much, Lord Jamarcus. Your Monty Rodica has been A1 too. No disrespect to Alan Reyes, okay? But
how close are we to the donation goal? Are we getting a free beastie?
We are. How close are we right now? We're getting there. We're
getting close. Yeah, where are we? Right now. Yeah, we don't advertise our stream goals enough. We just hit them and we're surprised.
We need another $100 for the shithead of the month to get a free beastie. Come on, people, donate.
There you go. Look. We'll make it fair because right now, if the shithead of this month gets it, y'all are just donating to give Faberino something. The shithead of next month. How about that, John? The shithead of next month gets a free beastie, so that y'all got to work for it after this.
Well, we got to hit that 500 tonight. We got to hit that goal.
If we don't hit it tonight, John's not giving you shit.
Like 100.
And look,
I'm that kind of asshole.
Look, and I already talked to Phil. I was gonna do a promotion where we bought a shirt from him. I'll put that shirt with it too, for next month.
Next month, big package. If you guys can hit 500 tonight.
Yeah. So tonight, and look, Faberino, I love you, but you already won. We can't do this contest for you to get more.
That's fair. That's a better deal.
Yeah. So,
also, hypothesis. I didn't get your Monty Rodica. I didn't see it come in. Send it. Post it in the chat, and then I'll make sure Monty reads it.
You see how he words this shit?
And our lovely producer Zoe, could you go ahead and load up the music so we can get some more Monty Rodica going?
Here we go.
There we go. Oh yes, Lord.
Oh God, yes. Like Chan cried out. Monty thrust his finger even harder as he clicked her deepest recesses.
Ooh.
Never before had the podcast seen such raw bliss as the two went at it. Suddenly, the stream gushed new viewers as Like Chan exploded everywhere. All right, I like that one, Lord Jamarcus. There you go. I'll give you extra plunger points. That was an enjoyable Monty Rodica.
Look, Tish. Is it just me, or is Monty getting better and better at these?
No, stop.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah.
He is.
He's getting into it.
He is. His power level is going. He's been fighting all those beasts in the forest. His experience points is going up right now. That's what it is.
Maybe one week you could just read 50 Shades of Grey on the show.
No, that's not. Stop saying shit like that.
We just got to just
Gilbert
change.
Godfrey already did that.
Yeah.
All right. So Nick Fury, let's talk about this fucking movie. John, what'd you like about it? What'd you hate about it? Who should
This
see
is
it?
the movie
What
I
grade
like
did
the
you get?
best of this torture episode.
Okay.
This one I enjoyed the most. So I'm starting there. Part of it is this is actually the only one that was a made-for-TV movie. So you expect a different quality level. You understand that it's not a theatrical release, or not supposed to be. Even the Fantastic Four one was supposed to be a theatrical release. Thank God it never happened.
Yes.
So it's got that made-for-TV budget and that made-for-TV vibe. I thought they did a good job with the world. They've got the life model decoys. They've got the hover ships. They've got a bunch of the Marvel stuff we love. I thought David Hasselhoff was okay as Nick Fury. I thought the writers sucked at clever banter.
Okay.
He would say something funny, and instead of people bantering back with it, they would just stare at him for a second like they were waiting for applause and then move on with the conversation. If it had a little more of the spy witty repartee, it would have been actually a really enjoyable movie. So I could see how this movie could have been better, could have been good with a different writer. So going by your scale, the almost good was C+, so I'm giving it a C+.
Okay.
All right.
You know, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. In the circle we were going, Hannibal will be next. Okay. Hannibal, what do you got?
Oh, man. Badass movie, man. Just a bad movie.
Like
first off,
like badass or bad ass
it
movie?
It was like a bad ass movie.
Okay.
Like first off, I don't know how I felt about the Doppelhasser or the Hasselganger, the robot clones of him that they had.
Life model decoys.
Yeah. You know why? Like the movie opens with the Von Strucker twins killing a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and apparently they knew that all S.H.I.E.L.D. agents had eye recording devices, and that Nick Fury would see that recording, but they did not know that Nick Fury didn't work for S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. is a plot device that David Goyer wrote. So okay. Like there's a scene in this movie where like a very obvious Hydra spy breaks into a S.H.I.E.L.D. location, and nobody knew that she was very obviously a Hydra spy.
That was terrible. That was the worst damn thing.
She had hairspray that she sprayed in her face and then gave her a whole new face. This was a thing that existed in this universe, right? Yeah. There's a scene where there's a S.H.I.E.L.D. An elevator full of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, right? And they're with the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then there's a robot clone of the exact same person in the same elevator with a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and nobody notices this shit, all right? And these niggas got like laser repellent spray. Terrible ass movie. Listen.
But all that shit was out of the comics. All that shit was actually true to the world they're building.
Awesome, cool. So it's out of the comics, and it was still shit. Okay, so there you go. All right, it's just like you can pull it from the comics and say like there's a reason, and I'm glad you brought that up, John Vise. There's a reason that some of these shits get changed for the theatrical release, and then the comic book purists get mad at that shit. Be like, oh, but the comic did this. There's a reason they changed. They wrote this shit in 1945. All right, there's a reason that they changed these shits and they update them and shit like that. All right. This shit, it's not even a good made-for-TV movie, right? It's not even a good made-for-TV movie, all right? But it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, the best thing about this movie is, nope, I don't. The best thing in the movie for me is I'm a big fan of Stargate, and there's a bunch of Stargate people in this shit, right? The worst thing about the movie is everything John Vise said. The writing is terrible. David Goyer, you should be embarrassed. Okay, like you should hang your head in shame that you put your you'll put your name on this shit. And I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. I don't. I'm like, unless if you're a David Hasselhoff fan and a Nick Fury fan and somebody who was like, man, why isn't Nick Fury white no more? I would suggest this movie to that person. That specific person, right?
Okay.
I'm giving this movie a D, maybe a D minus. I'm floating between D and D minus.
Okay. All right. Well,
no, I'm gonna give it a D. I'm gonna give it a D. I think it's I think it's as good as Punisher.
Okay. I'd like to give 20 points to Benjamin Meredith in the chat.
Yes.
Because he brought up the Sci-Fi Channel movie Dune. That's what this feels like. It's a made-for-TV movie. It feels like the thing you would turn on Sci-Fi Channel, and if it was on and you had nothing to do, you'd watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Hypothesis said the best thing about this movie is how David Hasselhoff
kept the cigar
lit.
Yeah.
How he kept the cigar lit. It didn't matter if it was raining, snowing, if he was in space, or falling out the sky. Motherfucking cigarette stayed lit. This motherfucker, his body filled up with poison and did like 100 push-ups. Like it's just like nothing kills this dude, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I'll take it from here and throw mine out.
What was your grade, Hannibal?
He gave it a D.
Like a D. Yeah, giving it a D.
And I'll be real quick. I agree with everything y'all said. This was basically made for TV movie. I agree with both John and Hannibal, even though they went in wildly different directions. I still think this movie has a level of fun that works. It brings a level of cartoonishness to the screen that I think works, and I think it helps the movie and it pushes it along and it helps keep things moving. That being said, it's still not a great movie. I ended up landing at a D for this.
Okay.
So I landed in the same place. I landed at a D because and this is based on including everything we've seen in every movie I've ever seen. This movie's easily a D. So, Phil, what did you think?
First, I don't buy Hasselhoff as the cigar chomping, dirty guy. He's a little too pretty for it. Like I was like, why is he smoking a cigar? He doesn't look like a cigar guy.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a fancy, expensive Cuban.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have an 8-year-old and I end up watching a lot of these like kids spy movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Just remind me of one of those. There's like some like futuristic airplane type things, and they can there's robot people. It just looked like one of the shows I watched with her. The dialogue wasn't a lot different either. I mean, was it terrible? No. Was it any good? No. It was like the guy said, it's kind of a sci-fi movie. It was real average, real middle of the road. I didn't despise it, and I don't love it, and I don't know, C minus, I guess.
All right.
It's not terrible, but I just.
And I can accept giving it the highest grade of the group because I am essentially an 8-year-old.
All right.
It appealed to the cartoonish nature of me. I liked that it was closer to a comic book fun, silly TV movie.
Yeah.
Very few of these movies were any fun. This one was fun.
All right.
It tried to be fun, and I give it credit for. I'll give it credit for the attempt. I think the best thing about this movie was the female S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, the chick from Days of Our Lives. I was like, man, she's kind of hot in 1998. But here's the thing: it was like an '80s TV movie that they made in 1998. That's the problem with this shit. Like, if this came in, like, if this movie was like 1988, 1985 made for TV movie, I'd be like, yeah, this is dope. But it came out in 1998. There's no reason for it to still be this bad in 1998. There were better made for TV movies in 1998.
Yeah, but there were worse ones too. I can remember some late night TV movies in the 90s that just were shit.
Yeah.
The Dune was a good example. That's why I gave the points in the chat.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Nick. All right. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury.
All right. Fair enough.
And they set up a sequel in this motherfucker too.
Yeah, they did.
You piece of shit. You son of a bitch. Yeah. You black asshole. Man.
That's what gave me the important shit idea of Like, what if Fantastic Four was them trying to start a new MCU? What if they had done a post-credit scene that set up Nick Fury meeting them? Oh, that would have been crazy and terrible. I'm glad they didn't. That's why I made that part of important shit.
And that's why I didn't believe you.
Yes. Yeah. See, John's gotten to know me. That's what happens. That's what happens. But you see, Phil doesn't know me on a nerdy level. Like, if we were talking about money and I was talking about a scheme to sell product, Phil would be like, nope, that's not real. So, that being said, let's just move on to the next movie. Who went first last time? I lost track.
I did.
It was all right. So it's Hannibal. It's on Hannibal. Let's talk about Jonah Hex.
Okay. So years ago, when we did Monty and the Mongoose's little show,
yes,
we did a show. We talked about the worst comic book movies ever made, and on my list, I had this movie. Jonah Hex was one of the 5 worst comic book movies I had ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And that's how I felt then. I can say today, after watching 115, well, actually, I've seen more than that, but for the 115 movies that we've reviewed for Hannibal and Monty Shit Show to add to the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List, I can effectively and definitively say this is not one of the worst comic book movies of all time.
No.
It's not good, but it is not one of the worst comic book movies of all time. Because, as we've talked about tonight, there are some movies that are far more terrible than this.
Abominations to God and man.
Yeah. Look, this movie is, what if, I was gonna say 310 to Yuma, but I was trying to think of another like spaghetti western, right? But like what happens if The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and Ghost Rider were one movie? And that's what Jonah Hex is. It's a spaghetti western mixed with Ghost Rider trying to be a summer blockbuster. And it accomplished none of those things all at once.
Yeah.
Right? And it accomplished none of those things all at once with a cast that features Josh Brolin, John Malkovich, Michael Fassbender, Will Arnett, who is the voice of BoJack Horseman, Megan Fox, Wes Bentley, Michael Shannon, Tom Wopat, who played Luke Duke from Dukes of Hazzard, Lance Reddick from The Wire, Aidan Quinn, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Okay?
Yep.
This motherfucker features Thanos, fucking Magneto from the X-Men, I can't think of his name. Zod, General Zod from Man of Steel, and fucking Negan from Walking Dead.
Yep.
Right? It features all these incredible actors to give you the biggest pile of mediocrity. And I saw this movie when it came out. I saw it in theaters. I was like, man, this shit's trash. I watched it again years later, and I was like, it was like watching a whole new movie. And then I watched it the other day, and I was like, man, every time I watch this, it's like I'm watching this movie for the first time.
Yeah.
I forgot Megan Fox played a whore in this movie.
Yep.
So, yeah. The best thing about Jonah Hex is the cast. The worst thing about Jonah Hex is that they did not use the cast.
Yep. Yeah.
And who would I recommend this movie to? People who feels like, man, why aren't there any Confederate superheroes? That's who I would suggest this movie to.
All right,
that's who
fair
I would
enough.
suggest this movie to. Anybody who was like, man, come on. I mean, we almost.
But
won
he
the
feels a
Civil
little
War.
bad about it.
Yeah. He feels some shame. So
he was just like, I just don't like big government.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with slavery. It had everything to do with slavery, my nigga. It had everything to do with
Working
slavery.
for goddamn President Grant.
Yeah. And you having a black best friend that makes your fucking weapons, okay? You having your own version of Lucius Fox does not make this shit better, okay? It doesn't. You fought for the wrong team, my nigga. You lost, all right. So that's it.
Yeah.
So
Lose the votes.
Bottom line, I give this movie a C-. All right? This isn't as bad as I remember.
Holy shit, Hannibal. Really?
Yes.
All right.
I gave it a C-. I think it's right at that level where it's like, cause look, the movie it moves fast, like way too fast.
Okay.
It's only 80 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and like I really need them to explain how the nuclear cannonballs worked.
Yeah, but
you know
we're not getting that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, so you shoot a regular cannonball and then you shoot a glowing, then you shoot it with like a Dragon Ball Z egg, right? And then if the Dragon Ball Z egg hits the metal. So first off, how y'all making cannonballs land in the same place twice while shooting from a moving boat?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about that shit.
Yeah, we don't know.
Time.
But yeah, let's not get. And the reason and I'm gonna take it here. The reason I said holy shit was because I gave this movie the exact same grade. So I'm gonna lead with my grade.
I think this is the first time me and Monty's grades are almost completely identical across the board.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I heard him say C-, and I've been staring at my grade this whole time. I was like, let's see where he falls on this, because I'm sure we're gonna disagree on this. Then he said C-. I was like, that's why I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, C-. And look, Ben Collinsworth, I'm going to put at the beginning of this, I might edit this episode and say, Ben Collinsworth, watch all the way through. You want to watch this, because I'm calling you out right here. I'm going to say what I saw with this movie. I was the guy, before I was selling art, with these two awesome dudes below, and if you're not following Inexplicable Confetti and Bronze Beasties on all social media, why the fuck do you call yourself a shithead? I just want to say that. These dudes are awesome. Follow them. Before I worked with these gentlemen, I was still friends with Hannibal. So, like, he's been there since fucking day one. I was the guy at the comic shop that would sell you your comics. When you were in New Orleans and you came to the... I'm not advertising anybody unless they give me money. When you came to the shop in New Orleans, I was there. I was the dude. So, when this movie was being filmed, people that worked on this movie would come through all the time. So, I heard about the goings-on of this movie from the day it started filming. The day it started filming, it was like, oh my God, Jonah Hex is filming here. This movie's going to be awesome. This movie's going to be awesome. This movie's going to be awesome. They just wrapped filming. Oh, awesome. Couple weeks pass. Those same people are coming in. Oh, Jonah Hex is going to be trash. It's going to be trash. This movie's going to be horrible. This movie's going to be horrible. Oh, do not go see this movie. The movie comes out. Everybody's like, fuck that movie. This movie is terrible. It's the worst thing ever. And as everything, it falls in the middle. The reason this happened is, and I don't know all the technical shit. I'm not in that film world, but I think there was like reshoots and shit that happened after. I don't know what happened. But when reading trivia on IMDb, it's a bunch of shit about actors saying, we did our best to make a good movie. Then we got shat on. Go to the IMDb on this movie. It is very interesting. It is a sight to behold. I haven't seen this on any other movie.
Yeah, where like every actor that worked on this was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
but they're also like, we did our best to give a good movie. This isn't a good... It's actors in the movie saying this isn't a good movie. But we tried our best to give you a good movie. And I saw this shit happen because they filmed a lot of it in New Orleans. And those people came and bought their comics from me. And like I said, they were like, oh my God, Jonah Hex is going to be amazing. They just did a shot that was like... and it was this, and it was that, and I'm like, oh shit, really? And then months later, they're like, yeah, don't go see Jonah Hex. Something happened between the wrap of the filming and the movie. I don't know what. I'm not a film guy. I'm not. I'm a comic guy.
I have some information that I'll do when I get to my turn.
Okay. We'll get there. Yeah, you're coming up at the end. That'll be a good wrap up. Yeah. So. I wanted to throw that out there, and that's for you, Ben. Ben, if you got fill-in, throw it in the chat. Let us know. But I gave this movie a... Fuck you, Google. I didn't talk to you. Google wants to chime in. But yeah, my grade was same as Hannibal's. Phil, what about you?
I thought the movie was all right. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a little westerny with some weird stuff going on. I'm not familiar with the comic character. There's parts I like. So he got branded on his face at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then there wasn't really a brand there afterwards. There's a big hole in his face. Like,
yeah.
Did he push too far, or did he like smudge it up after he got branded?
And look, Phil, and this is no fault of yours. This is where they fucked up. The brand was there, but they kept trying to show you that he burned the brand away. That's why his face looked like that. You didn't catch it because they didn't show it well.
Yeah,
I caught it because I was trying to find
my head for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I had trouble with John Malkovich as the Western dude. Like, I don't know, I just don't think of him that way. So, like, he's a little too typecast, I guess, for me for that.
Yeah.
It was all right. I like, as a movie itself, all right. Why I still don't understand why he talks to dead people, and then why after he talks to dead people, they get like taken away to like hell or who knows where. Or, I couldn't keep up with that stuff. So I'd probably go C-. It was all right if I just sit back and kind of mindlessly enjoy it.
All right. Shit, that's 3 C- in a row.
I was pretty mindless, and I didn't enjoy a minute of it. I was just like, this shit is 80 minutes too long, okay?
All right. But we got 3 C- in a row. That's a rare occurrence on the shit show. John Vise is about to break that up.
John Vise gotta go.
John Vise, what do you got?
So, a couple things here. The casting was great. The style was interesting. There were some scenes that looked unique, which you don't get in all comic book movies.
Yeah.
There were some scenes that I like how it was shot. I like how it was set. I liked some of the color usage, except for that stupid red clay fight scene, break the fight scene into 2 scenes at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either. But
the problem is, this is the one and only live-action directing from this director ever. He's an animator who worked on some of the Toy Story movies.
Okay.
His first directing was Horton Hears a Who, I believe. And he did this as his only live-action attempt, failed miserably, and then did Freebirds. And that was the last thing he's directed.
Okay.
This is a failure of direction. This is somebody who didn't know how to use his cast, how to use the script, and treated it like a short cartoon and gave us 80 minutes of nonsense instead of a good movie. Which is a shame, because I like a lot of Jonah Hex, and I like that kind of Western motif, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about how some things in comic book movies shouldn't be in movies because they're stupid. This movie added something stupid that was never in the comic books, which was talking to dead people. Jonah Hex never did that shit.
Yep.
He was the least supernatural of all DC.
Thank you.
He just shot things well and tracked things well because he had experience. He outshot and outdrew Batman because he had the experience in this one thing. He never brought people back to dead. So they added this random stupid thing just for bad exposition, as far as I can tell, because again, they didn't know how to move the story along without it. The dead people were exposition drops. I give this movie a D. I think this movie has potential that it doesn't live up to at all, and the failure to meet that potential saddens me, because I like the potential far more than what we got. And I saw this one in theaters too. I saw this at Canal Place with a couple of friends, and we were the only ones in the theater. And the feeling we had after seeing it was, that was it. And that's how I feel about this movie every time I see it, is that was it. That was all we got. That's the best you could do. D.
All right.
Look, and I'm not mad at that, because I weighed the pros and cons of going C-, D+ for a while, and I ended on C-. I was looking at some of our other grades. I was looking at some of the grades that we gave some of the other movies, and I was like, is this better than this, or does this fall where this is? Yeah, like when I first saw this movie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, when I first saw this movie and they did the whole, the dead need the dirt and the dirt need the dead, I was like, nope, I'm done. That was it. That was it for me. I was like, fuck this movie. Throw this whole movie in the garbage, right?
I will change my grade from Fantastic Four after we talked about all the others from a C- to a D+.
Oh,
I'll lower my grade on Fantastic Four.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
Not mad at that at all.
Locking it in.
And look, we'll send y'all a copy of the list. And shitheads, we are working on a list that we can publish to all of you so that y'all can tell us we're wrong all day long, because everybody can test this list when they see it. So,
yeah, but
Three Dev Adam is worse than Catwoman. I will die on that hill.
It's not. Catwoman so far to me is the worst comic book movie I've ever seen.
I mean, it's for sure one of the worst right now. Like I think
it's bottom. I think it is the worst.
We haven't done Batman and Robin yet.
That I've seen.
Batman and Robin is a fun movie. Fuck everybody. Batman and Robin is fun.
Trash. It's trash.
It's fun trash. I like fun trash.
We'll see when we get to it. Of what we've watched on this show, Catwoman's the worst, in my opinion.
Yeah, at least with 3 Dev Adam, I enjoyed how bad it was. With Catwoman, I didn't enjoy it at all. But I'm giving both movies F minuses. So look, Daddy hates you both equally. All right, you're both failures to me. You have to compete for my attention. I don't love either one of you.
So there you go. There you go. So, but that brings us to the end of a shit show, or 6 minutes past the end of a shit show. We gotta let our guests. One last time, shitheads, if y'all like the guests, and we'll go in the same order. Phil, tell them about yourself before we wrap it up.
I'm Philip. I run a t-shirt company called Inexplicable Confetti. Hopefully you've seen me around New Orleans. I design them all, I hand silk screen them all, and you should check it out, inexplicableconfetti.com.
Yes, you should. And he's an awesome guy. Support him with your money. And if you do, as we've done with other guests, if you buy shit from him, you will get 500 plunger points. If you show me that you bought a shirt. Send me a picture of you in a shirt that you bought from Phil. 500 right there.
Nice. Damn.
There you go. And same goes for John. Send me a picture of you with a beastie. 500. John, tell them about yourself.
I'm John Vise. I make bronze beasties, and that's pretty much it. I spend my life making little monsters out of bronze because I'm just fucked up and weird.
Yeah. Send me a picture of you with their shit. If you buy from both of them, that's 1,000 plunger points. You could beat Faberino if you're at the right level. Like, Faberino's been killing it.
Yes.
So
that's an amazing amount of points to get caught up on right there.
Yeah.
And look, I want to go ahead and just right now shout out to everybody for sticking around and watching us. This brings us to the end of a comic book episode. Thank you to Lord Jamarcus, Joseph Walton Photography, Hypothesis, OG Ben Grimm, Penultima, Who's Your Buddy, Alan Reyes. Thank you to 808 Sean for subscribing. Thank you to Mo. Thank you to Luna from formerly of the Morningwood podcast. Luna, we gotta get you back on the show.
Yes, Luna, when you coming back? Come on.
Yeah, Juanito Ackerman. Thank you to Kilo, Danny Lisner, Hypothesis, Thrift Store Dan. I don't know where Reese 2.0 is, but Reese, I see you, homie. Whenever you pop back up, man, shit, holla at us, let us know you okay. Shout out to thank you, Mike. Thank you to the Batman, Jocular Jellyfish, Lance Uppercut, who's going to watch this episode in the morning and then give us a bunch of comments on
it. Lance, answer this question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That way I know you're watching.
How many zombies could Rob Zombie rob if Rob Zombie could rob zombies?
Answer that question, Lance. Answer that question, Lance. And you know what?
Hypothesis, I would never admit to hiding bodies anywhere. I don't know what you're asking about.
You know what? Lance, for you, since you're the shithead that watches the day after, I'm going to throw a question for you at the end of the show every episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start thinking of it. So continue.
I like it. Thank you to Ace928. Thank you to Ben Meredith, Vlad Tepish. You know, I know how to say it now. I used to fuck it up all the time. Vlad Tepish. Thank you to Tish. Thank you to Live Action Animation, Ace Wonder. Thank you to Unknown One. Thank you to all you guys for watching the show. Like I said, these conversations that, like, when you watch Hannibal Monty Shit Show, these are just regular conversations that me and Monty have on a regular basis. I will randomly go on 7-minute rants about movies that piss me off, and Monty was like, we should just do that shit online. Like, and that's what we do. That's what the shit show is. It's me and Monty.
And this is what I do when he goes on those rants. I just sit and go Hannibal. Go Hannibal.
Look, and this is what I do. So I was like, thank you guys for watching. The show wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Thank you, Phil from Inexplicable Confetti. Thank you, John Vise. Please go follow both of them. And look, before we go, Monty, real quick, you know,
I thought we were gonna just end this episode. What are you trying to do?
We are just gonna end it. Just real quick. It's like, look, we got Luna hanging out with us in the chat. You know, former co-host of the Morning Wood podcast.
Yes,
and we have Missy Ann, the new host of the Morning Wood podcast. So I know you've always had this weird thing with black women and white women. So which version of the Morning Wood did you like more? Do you like the version with Luna on there, or do you like the Missy Ann version? Like which
one gave you more Morning Wood?
Yes. Who gave you more Morning Wood? Luna or Missy Ann? Let's talk about it. Just real quick, Monty.
Oh, all right. Hannibal. I got the answer for you. This is easy. This is easy. Here you go. My answer is...
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween and collard greens.